We're live from Bay High School, Bay Village, Ohio, for week one of high school football here in the state of Ohio. I'm Chris Mowry, joined by Tony Van Dyne, Aiden Chandler. We'll bring him in here in a second down on the sidelines. But year 120 for Arrow football. We're coming to you live on the Ashland Arrows Broadcasting Network, presented by Sarver Paving. And today's game, as always, brought to us by Hedstrom Entertainment. Live inside the Pre-Sale broadcast, perch, Tony Van Dyne. We're in the perch today.
Yeah, kind of a nice little view here at Bay High School. We thought we were going to be down in the press box, but nice job by the Ashland City technology team getting us set up here, up on the perch, and couldn't be more excited to get game one started.
Yeah, a little technical issues, but we're live. We're coming to you now. We're going to interrupt the program we had planned for you. We're going to get some things in here. We're going to go live right down to Aiden Chandler on Bo Lacey Construction sidelines. He's standing by with a special guest, the Wickham and Hess game day guest.
Guys, it's an honor to join you for the first time down here on the Bo Lacey Construction sideline. I'm joined this week by Wickham and Hess game day guest, Coach John Ellenwood from Ashland University. Wickham and Hess has your needs covered. Plan, grow, thrive. Financial advisors and CPAs will help you grow your business and investments. Coach Ellenwood, thanks for joining me.
Hey, man, I'm excited to be here.
All right, week one of high school football, but you're a basketball coach at Ashland University, the winningest basketball coach in men's history at AU. You became Ashland's men's basketball all-time winningest head coach during the 2023-24 season. Looking back on your journey since arriving in 2009, what does holding that distinction mean to you personally and for the culture of your program?
Well, it's something that it's an honor to be at a place for as long as I have been and coach the men that I have. It's Ashland's a great community all around. You guys all know that, but it's such a nice place to have as a destination. And it's just, every day that I can coach at Ashland and coach the guys that I have and win with them, it's just a blessing.
Well, Coach, in the last 12 seasons at Ashland University, your teams have reached 5 NCAA Division II postseasons and made 12 consecutive conference tournament appearances across 2 leagues, both the GLIAC and the GMAC. What about AU men's basketball allows for that level of year-in and year-out competitiveness?
We recruit the right type of guy. And, our thing is we have 4 priorities. We call them the ABCs: academics, basketball, community, and social life. And we want our guys to, in that order, we want them to have a great social life, but they're there to get a degree, and basketball is a very close second on that priority list. But if you recruit the right type of people, you can win. And we just want to win. I always say we don't want to have jerks on the team. We want to have guys that you love to coach. And, if you have fun in the gym as a coach, then that usually leads to them having fun as players, and it leads to wins. But we just want to give it our all, and I always tell them, if we end up on top after the game because you guys played hard, that's a bonus for us.
Yeah, well, let's talk a little bit about your time before Ashland. You took over a Thomas More program that won just 2 games prior to your arrival, going 3-23 in year one before leading them to a 19-9 season and their first ever D3 NCAA tournament appearance. How did surviving and engineering that drastic turnaround shape your core coaching philosophies that you use today?
A lot of hard lessons and losses, and that 3-win season. I think we had the toughest schedule of any year I've ever had coaching, but I learned more as a head coach that season than I have any time. But you learn what not to do, and then you learn how to do things the right way over trial and error. And I had great support there to allow myself a first coaching job to learn and make mistakes. That helped me get to Ashland.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about John Ellenwood, the player. As an All-American post player at Worcester with a career 65% field goal percentage, you clearly understood efficiency and post play at an elite level. How has your personal background on the court as a player influenced how you evaluate and develop post talent at Ashland University?
Well, I had to earn everything, and I always tell people, I was the guy that got cut in junior high in everything. I never played basketball in junior high, and I had to earn a spot on the freshman team and then JV and varsity, and then I grew and I got stronger, but I just loved basketball so much that when I got to college, I didn't want anybody to take that away from me ever again. I had great coaches. Steve Moore, Doug Klein at Worcester were the best, and I had great teammates. And then when I graduated, I wanted to do what my coach did, and I was really good at understanding the game, and I had a niche in post play. So we've been very fortunate at Ashland to have great post players, guys that are coachable, but we have, I think, 3 post guys right now playing overseas. Next year we have Maceo Williams, who's just got 2-time Player of the Year, and Vic Searles, who has played with him a couple years ago. They're playing on the same professional team over in Europe, which I think is awesome, and that's a testament to our post players and what they're capable of doing at Ashland.
Well, last question for you, Coach Ellenwood. Thanks for joining us. I know this was cut a little short because of some technical difficulties, but you talk about the community.
Yeah.
Your first year in Ashland as the head coach was 2009, and you and your wife have raised your kids in this community. I know your older son graduated. Your daughter's a senior right now. What has this city meant to you and your family as you send your kids through the city schools?
Ashland is the place you want to raise your kids. I think it's a hallmark town. As we've grown in Ashland, Ashland has grown as well. We have an outstanding mayor, outstanding community support. The schools offer tremendous opportunities for your kids. And, it's just awesome, the friends that we've made here and the people that have influenced my family and helped raise my kids. I wouldn't want to raise them anywhere else.
Coach Ellenwood, good luck this upcoming season. I know we got some time before basketball. It's football season now. That's what people in Ashland care about. Guys, that's head coach at Ashland University for the men's basketball team, John Ellenwood. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks a lot, AC. Thanks to head coach John Ellenwood of the Ashland University Eagles basketball team. That interview and that game day guest brought to us by Wickham and Hess all season long. Hey, if you're not able to go on the road, national anthem. National anthem brought to us all season long by Chandler Systems Incorporated. Thanks to the Chandler family right there in Ashland, Ohio, for sponsoring and bringing you the national anthem all season long. I was saying thank you to Bay High School. Thank you to Garth Boyd and all the guys here to get us on air. But thanks to Bay High School for having us and being able to bring this broadcast live. If you're not able to go on the road with us, like travel with the Arrows, you are able to go watch these contests live at the South Street Grill, Tony, down in the bar area all season long.
That's right. Great food, great people. Going to be available all 10 games down in the tavern area. You can also go upstairs and grab some food and get home and watch the second half still.
Or you can rewatch it.
You can always rewatch it.
Keys to the game brought to us by Sid Suds. Home power washing needs. If you need it, they've got it covered. But first, we're going to go down on the sidelines. Aiden Chandler standing by with Coach Valentine.
Down here on the Bo Lacey Construction sidelines with Coach Valentine. Coach Valentine, this is your 30th week one as head coach. Does this one feel any different or just the same excitement to be back under the Friday Night Lights?
Oh, it's the same, just being here with a different group of kids. So that's.
Coach, a lot of people are going to be watching Hugh Bacher through a microscope tonight. How is he feeling ahead of his first varsity start at quarterback?
Well, I think like anything, you want to make sure you're prepared, and I think he's prepared during the week, and so hopefully we can just go out and perform.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
About a minute 45 on the clock until we kick the 2026 season off. Let's go check out the keys to the game brought to us by Sid Suds. Tony, I'll start with you. Keys to the game, keys to victory. I like to say it that way for the Arrows tonight.
Yeah, two position groups I want to talk about, offense and defensive line. It's going to be a new look for the offensive line. 4 senior starters graduated last year onto new adventures. Going to be replaced by Malachi Riley, Thomas O'Toole, Landon Rosser, and sophomore Tegan Sauter. Their ability to open up some holes and give new quarterback Liam Hubacher some opportunity to look downfield and develop the passing game is going to be a big thing. Same thing for the defensive line. New group of defensive linemen. We'll talk about them when Bay gets the ball. Second key to the game, run after catch and run after contact. Tackling is going to be key. Can both sides of the football wrap up, cause turnovers? Can you extend plays after first contact? These guys have both done scrimmages. They've had lots of practices, but this is the first time we're under the Friday Night Lights. AC, what you got? Keys to the game.
I'm going to keep it short and simple. Arrows, protect the quarterback on offense, defense, prevent the big play. A lot of new guys on defense. You got to take care of your assignments, make sure you're communicating, and prevent the Bay Rockets from making big plays tonight.
AC, it's a beautiful day outside. Not a cloud in the sky. Brought to us by Truly Inspired Paper Company. What do you got down there?
Yeah, tonight's kickoff temperature 79 degrees, sunny. Temperatures not dipping below 75 degrees. It's a perfect night to open up the 2026 high school football season.
Injury report brought to us by my friends down in Jeromesville, Ohio. Ficus Furniture. What's it look like, AC, for the Arrows?
Just one thing to note, Grayson Baith back from injury a season ago. Got hurt last year late in the season, wearing a knee brace. He's 100% ready to go. Hayden Reeves, sophomore, had an MRI. He's going to be out at least 4 weeks with a hip flexor injury.
Arrows won the toss, elected to receive the football, so we're going to get a look at Liam Hubacher, Killian O'Brien, Jeff Hickey, and the Arrows offense just about ready to get this one underway from Bay High School. That coin toss was brought to us by Paulin Seal Coating, your seal coating needs specialist right here in Ashland, Ohio. AC, real quick, referees brought to us by Hedstrom Plastics.
Yes, the referee Steve Jernick, umpire Brian Mogg, head linesman, down judge Doug Samsel, line judge Aaron Mag, back judge Ted Sloat, center judge Dale Hopkins.
And just like a NASCAR race, boys, that's how you get it in fast and you get it done before kickoff. Here we go, Tony, right here from Bay High School, ready to get the 2026 season underway. AC, Tony, good to be with you boys all season long, and we are underway from Bay High School. Ball is in the air. That is caught by Jeff Hickey at the 5, out to the 10. Now the 20, little seam there. Hickey showing a little burst. Tony, nice job. Out to the 30 now. Excellent. He's got a little bit of a crease there. Broken tackles. One of your highlights, Tony, he was going to have to get past first contact. He does just that. Gets it out to the 34-yard line.
Yep, nice job by Jeff Hickey. Not really hitting the high-end speed there, but just continuing just to bounce around, continue to move down the field from first contact. Gained another 7 or 8 yards. Official's going to put it right on the 35-yard line and bring out number 19, Liam Hubacher, a junior, 5'11", 175. Played a lot of outside linebacker, Will linebacker last year. Didn't need him on the offensive side of the football, but now QB1.
2 to the short side right, 3 to the wide side left. The formation in Ashland we have seen and seen a lot. And there's Grayson Baith in motion. He gets the ball. He's out past the line of scrimmage. Going to be about a 3-yard pickup. Bring up 2nd down and 7. A play that, Tony, we've seen a lot here at Ashland.
Yeah, we talked about it. What's the first play of the season? And sure enough, it's a running back, jet back to the QB, and then just kind of let the offensive line find some space. Nice job there by number 22, finding some space, kind of testing that knee out a little bit and bringing up 2nd and 7.
We talked a lot about Killian O'Brien. He's on the short side wide to Hubacher's right. That's the premium wide receiver spot. Here he goes. Hubacher throwing it to KOB, a little bit behind him. KOB tries to come back and catch that ball out of bounds. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, expect a lot of looks to Killian O'Brien, not just tonight, but all season long. The one returning wideout last year, 12 touchdowns as a junior on 40 catches, 760 yards, not to mention some work as a sophomore, 8 touchdowns as well on 34 touches. He's looking at an all-time touchdown record as a wide receiver, hoping to break this year as a senior.
Hoping to break the legend, Chris Thomas's record of 25 receiving touchdowns. In the gun, caught, that is Cook. He's out past midfield, down to the 47-yard line. Well done. Oh, it's Carter Nelson, excuse me. I'm still learning the numbers just like everybody else, folks. Give me a little bit of a mulligan.
Yeah, I don't think
I bought my mulligans this morning on the way to Bay High School.
Good, yeah, nice little slant route there. Nice job by the offensive line, giving Liam Hubacher plenty of time back there in the pocket, throwing enough for a 1st down, and then Carter Nelson picking up a little bit more, moving Ashland over midfield, setting up on the Bay side of the football. Now Hubacher going to be a QB keep.
There we go. We talked about that. Tony Hubacher breaks a tackle, breaks another one, pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So a drive that started on Ashland's 35 now extends over to the Bay 35. So good job by the Arrows. If nothing else, flipping the field early.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think for, coaching staff, you want to see, hey, can we get a 1st down? Can we get a couple of 1st downs? Can we flip the field? Now that you're flipped the field, now you're on the Bay 35-yard line. Now the question is, can you get into scoring position?
KOB now short side left. Go ahead, AC.
I'm going to add in those 3rd and mediums are huge for a young team. Nice conversion there before that last run by Hubacher.
Well noted and absolutely on point. Handoff to Baith up the center there. He's going to get pulled down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1. Brody Beggs pulls him down for that tackle for loss.
Senior captain Brody Beggs, that is, for the Rockets. Nice job on the defensive end position. Haven't seen that play one time already, just kind of setting the edge, then coming down on the senior Baith, wrapping him up for a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and 11 now for the Arrows.
2nd and 11. We forced it over there to KOB one time. I think we might see another route designed specifically for KOB. We will see down here in the money zone. 5 wide. Hubacher looking towards KOB's side, steps up in the pocket. Nice job. Finds a wide open Grayson Baith. Excellent job. Picks up the first down out to the 20. Gets a couple more yards. We call it down at the 17. So that'll be a first down for the Arrows. Good job of moving the sticks, not only on first down and second down, but also picking up a third down as well.
Yeah, a gain of 17 puts us in the Ashland Eye Care red zone first time here in the 2026 campaign inside the 20-yard line. Thank you, Dr. Dan Denbo, Dr. Patterson, Dr. Buckley, and company. Every time we get into the 20-yard line, we're in the Ashland Eye Care red zone.
Proud AHS alum Dan Denbo. We appreciate his support. In the gun, Baith is in motion. That's a keeper. And tugging at the football is the entire defensive line of the Bay Rockets. Unfortunately, Hubacher able to keep the football and goes down right at the 20. They're going to say a loss of 1. That'll be 2nd down and 11.
Just a simple read play there for Liam Hubacher. If he thinks he can hand that off to senior Grayson Baith, he's going to do that. If he sees the defense is closing down, he has the ability to pull that and then run downhill. We saw Nathan Bernhard do that all year last year. This time, number 19, unable to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Head coach and offensive coordinator Scott Valentine going up on this drive against defensive coordinator Tim Jansen of Bay. That is a wide open Jeff Hickey, just overthrown over the head of a wide open Jeff Hickey by Liam Hubacher. That'll bring up 3rd down and 11 here. Tony, from the 20. One thing we talked about, Carson O'Brien, not here. He's at AU.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a new kicking game, too. You know, this is one. Do you kick it? Do you go for it? What do you do here if you don't pick up this 3rd down?
Yeah, well, hopefully you just focus on the 3rd down. You know, Carson O'Brien was so consistent. 62 of 64, I think he was, on the extra points. 6 of 7 on field goals. This would be well within his range. Have to pick up 5 or 6, though, I think, just to even think about
yeah, KOB wide open here left, but he throws it to Baith. And that one juggled out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down 11. You'll see it right here on the Sarver Paving replay.
Got his hands on it, but great defense there by Bay.
Nice job there by Hubacher, just putting it up there, giving Baith an opportunity. Killian O'Brien trying to keep his feet in, but unable to do so. And just outside of the kicking range, I think, for Scott Valentine, going to leave the offense out there, trying to pick up 11 or more.
Need to get the ball to the 9-yard line for a first down. Nice job by Steve Paramore, the cameraman, getting that shot there in the Sarver Paving replay. Very nice. And we've got our first timeout of the campaign here. Ashland calls its first timeout. We'll be right back from Bay High School right after this.
Simonson Construction is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics, the most trusted and efficient construction company in the region. With a long history of doing things the right way from concept to completion, Simonson Construction solves all your construction needs for commercial and public projects. A truly local company providing award-winning comprehensive design-build services since 1974. For more information, scan the QR code or go to simonsonconstruction.com. Come visit the South Street Grill in downtown Ashland, the official watch location every Friday night during the Arrows football season. You can catch all the action in the bar area on the big screens. Elevated casual dining in downtown Ashland, steaks, seafood, hand-patted burgers, vegetarian options, salads, and a huge
4th down and 11 coming out of that timeout. Arrows 5 wide traditionally. Arrows going to go for it here at the 20-yard line. Hubacher in the gun, surveying. Pressure by the captain for Bay High School. That is McManaman. And he disrupts that timing play. So Arrows will turn it over on downs. We'll see the Arrows defense here for the first time, as likewise the Bay offense for the first time, Tony.
Just too much pressure coming off the edge there for Liam Hubacher. Nice job by the captain, McManaman, to just kind of speed up that process a little bit for the Ashland Arrows. Liam Hubacher, nice job just getting it away, trying to complete it to Grayson Baith, but even with that completion, wasn't going to be able enough for a first down. So Bay takes over on the 20-yard line, and this is our first look at the Ashland Arrow defense.
And guys, something you don't often see is the quarterback going in, staying on the field to play defense. Liam Hubacher, the returning tackler, 55 tackles a year ago, playing linebacker tonight.
What I was going to say, that is my key to the game and, frankly, my key to the season. The young man is going to have to be durable playing both sides of the ball. We'll see how that goes. McCleary is in the gun, 2 wide with a tight end. We think they're going to feature a tight end all game long. That is McManaman going across the 20 for a gain of 1. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Kind of the DNA of the Bay Village Rockets. They want to establish the running game. Last year, Ashland Arrows were able to cruise to a 43-10 victory. Patrick Cleary not able to get a whole lot going last year. 2 interceptions and not a whole lot of passing yards to speak of. But it was the running game that kept Bay into that through the first half. Not surprised to see the senior running back get the first touch there, but only good for 1.
McManaman lines up behind Cleary. Hand around, that is Beggs who gets that, but we're going to have a flag. Looks like that's in the area of holding. That should be coming back.
I think they're going to have holding on the right tackle there.
It's a gain of 3 yards pending the call here by the officials. They're looking over at the sidelines, the Ashland sidelines, to see if they want to take or decline said penalty. AC, I know you're going to take it and back them up, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, I was going to say real quick, that first offensive drive from the Arrows, obviously no points, but you saw a lot of good things from a lot of young guys that haven't played offense so far. Impressive work by Hubacher, stepped up in the pocket, made a nice throw for a first down gain. Just some improvements that need to be made. Obviously, you want to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I'd agree, Aiden. Yeah, just getting the jitters out. As a young sophomore, as a young junior, Friday Night Lights, you've been thinking about this all summer. You've been thinking about this all through August, and finally you're here. It's just kind of nice to settle into it. A nice drive, obviously, as you said, would have been great to walk away with points, but now you've got Bay backed up at 2nd and long, 2nd and 20, almost on their 11-yard line. Things looking good right now for the Arrows.
Well, this is also a flipping the field as well, guys. The penalty, push him back, stop him here on 2nd down. You got a long 3rd down. We'll see what the Arrows can muster up here and author on this 2nd down and 19 with 7:28 to go here in the first quarter. There is pressure. Bodie Smith's going to get him, but that is going to be a quarterback sack. That is Malachi Riley, Tony, 6'2", 200-pound senior with his first sack of the season.
Nice job, just nice pressure there by Malachi Riley, just continuing to push in. 6'2", 200 pounds. Grayson Blau also causing some problems up there. And I'm sure Coach Stackhouse happy to see pressure just from the front 4, because when you can get pressure without bringing pressure, you can obviously have guys like Jeff Hickey and Killian O'Brien sitting back there, and nobody wants to throw against a guy who intercepted it 6 times with Jeff Hickey and 5 from Killian O'Brien. Now we set up 3rd and long for Bay.
Tony, you nailed it. That pocket closed immediately. Great pressure from the guys up front. Big 3rd down here.
3rd down and 20. 6:40 to go in the first quarter. Huge play here for both sides, both Bay and Ashland. Cleary steps up, almost has a turf monster to get him. Throws that one deep. The Arrows let him get behind him. The Cardinals sin, and it bites him. And that is going to be a first down with a half a field picked up Tony Van Dyne for a first down and a dagger. In the first quarter.
All you got to do is keep them in front of you, and that's what the Ashland Arrow defense couldn't do. Ethan Sedovic just on the corner route just continues to sneak out deeper and deeper, and Patrick Cleary with a nice demonstration of arm strength, going to pick up 37 yards and not only pick up the first down, but move the ball all the way up to the 47-yard line and give these Rockets a little bit of energy and another first down.
Well, that's a field flip, folks. Right there, we watched it. Both sides could have been great for the Arrows, but it was great for the Rockets. Here we go. McManaman going to get the handoff. He's going up the left side. He's out to midfield. That'll be a 3-yard gain, let's call it. 2nd down and 7 here. 6 minutes to go. Keep in mind, folks, one of the most anticipated segments each of the quarters we have are student interviews with our Ashland High School sweeties and cheerleaders, band members, and the student fan of the week. This week we'll have a cheerleader here in the first quarter. After this drive, we'll go down to Aiden Chandler, who's going to be standing by with Bailey Wyrick here. We'll check in with her and him here shortly after this drive.
Good pressure there by number 4, J.J. Beverly, to force McManaman back in just to pick up 3. Now Bay sitting on their own 50.
Arrows in that patented 3-4 defense. McManaman finds a massive KOB is able to pull him down, but not before a first down out to the 36-yard line, 14-yard gain there.
Bay Rockets now with a little bit of energy, going with a little hurry-up offense right back to the football.
Wanting to speed it up. McManaman, same play, same hole, same Similar result, 4-yard pickup, second down and 6. 5 minutes, 11 seconds to go here. Tony, it looks like, as you said here on the first play, Bay wants to establish the run, and they are finding themselves doing that. One long pass play, 37 yards, but they're going to McManum and time it again. Yeah, and even when you look at this defensive starters for the Ashland defense, Ryder Owens, Malachi Riley, 2 juniors stepping into new spots that they weren't in last year. Grayson Blau playing the nose tackle. It's an untested defensive line, and right now, Coach Bigring doing some testing. Nobody in the backfield for protection. That ball clearly thrown well over the head of the intended receiver, McManum. And AC, let's go down to you. Check in with the Bo Lacey construction interview with the cheerleader here for the Ashland Arrows.
Yes, I'm joined this week by senior Braylee Wyrick, cheerleader of the week. Braylee, how long have you been a member of Ashland High School cheerleading?
This year is my 4th year.
4th year. She's a senior, guys. What's your favorite cheer?
Go squat.
There's a camera up there. Do you want to do it for the camera?
No.
Okay.
Good
okay.
for her.
0 for 1 on that one. What's your favorite thing about Friday night football?
Just the excitement and I don't know. It's fun.
You just love it. It's fun. What's your prediction for the Arrows this year?
All wins.
There we go. That's positive. Tony loves to hear that. All right. What are your plans for after graduation?
I'm going to work with disabled kids.
Nice. Is there anyone that you would like to shout out tonight?
My mom and my dad, they're my biggest supporters.
Are they here tonight?
Yes.
I'm sure you'll have to tell them to watch that back to hear it, but it's perfect. Who's our biggest rival in the OCC?
Definitely Lex.
1 for 1, Chris.
1 for 1. Well done, AC. Well, we saw a monster hit on 3rd down right there. That was courtesy of
Bryden
Bolin. Thank you. I remember him from the baseball field. He got some innings this year on the mound for head coach A.J. Beer. Going to force a 4th down and 18 punt here from what would be about the 43-yard line of Bay. That one's tipped, Tony. That one is blocked. I got a piece of it. Live football nonetheless, and that thing just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling.
While that ball rolls, I will tell you, there's a new segment at the end of the game. It's the big hit by Big Land Home Improvement, and Brylan Bolin, after that big smack on 3rd down, a good contestant for the Big Land big hit of the game.
I bet you wrote that one down, didn't you?
That's an AC call, so he didn't get a chance to
Write
see
it down. Write it down.
Number 10. Laying some wood.
Ball spotted at the 10-yard line. Arrows have 90 yards to go to the goal line, 70 yards to get it into the Ashland Eye Care red zone. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Having a little problems with the clock here, folks. I'll mention it to you what the time looks like down in distance, and we are still scoreless from Bay High School. Liam Hubacher back on the field with his 5 buddies at wide receiver here for their 2nd drive of the 26 campaign. Hubacher takes this snap, gets it over to KOB. His first reception, KOB out to the 32-yard line, tripped up out of bounds. That'll be a 1st down. KOB pops up, lets him know about it. 1st down, Tony.
Nice pickup of 20 there and a little bit of misdirection. William Hubacher looking to the left, kind of faking the pump to the 3 wide side, making the defense go that way, and then the offensive line running the other way, running a nice little screen pass there for Killian O'Brien. With that completion, William Hubacher 3 of 7 here early in the game, 43%, 50 yards passing already.
Clock stopped, 3:31 to go, 1st quarter. Fake to Grayson Baith. He's looking for it all. That is, thankfully, out of the outstretched hands of Ethan
Landon Cook.
Sedgwick.
Looking for Landon Cook on the post route. I think that's just Liam Hubacher kind of stretching the field a little bit and giving his 6'3" senior compadre an opportunity to go up there and get it. No luck, though. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Dangerous one, Tony Van Dyne, right down the center of the field with double coverage. They call that a rover over top of the strong safety, and Cook unable to bring that one in, but Arrows live to fight another down, 2nd down and 10. 3 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Year 120 for Arrow football. Glad to be bringing it to you live here on the Ashland Arrows Broadcasting Network. KOB, 2nd catch of this drive and game. Tony, thank you. 6-yard catch. 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Just a quick throw out to Killian O'Brien and picking up what he can. Makes 2nd and 10 now. 2nd and manageable. They'll actually mark it down to make it 3rd and 5. Just a gain of 5 after he stepped out of bounds, but much easier to pick up 5 here than it is 10, Chris.
Tony, I saw it better up here a quarter mile away than the guys did that close. He certainly got an extra yard. They're going to look to him again. It's one-on-one KOB. He's got a seam there, and he caught it. Say he pulled it in. Say he pulled it in. He does. KOB out of bounds. 3rd catch this drive. Nice job. That ball is going to be spotted at the 32-yard line, Tony Van Dyne.
A nice fly route there, and Killian O'Brien getting over the cornerback. Cornerback thinking he was going to have some safety help, but a nice timing route there between number 19 and number 2. Drops it in the bucket.
Drops it in the bucket, and a really nice athletic catch by KOB. KOB 3 catches on this drive. He's got 5 more catches to go for the game, Tony. Game total, Tony. We'll see if he gets there. 3 minutes, 14 seconds. Gotten a quarter of the field, or half the field, Tony, in about 5 seconds here off the play clock. Hubacher fakes to Grayson Baith, keeps it, goes around right end. Gain of nothing there. That'll be 2nd down and 10.
Not a lot of extra pressure there for the Rockets to stop that running play.
Hey, for an hour and 20-minute commute, this is quite the student turnout with school not starting yet. So students showing out for the boys.
We gonna have the Cannon AC this year, or is that baby on the IR?
It's on the IR, but we got some plans to get that repaired.
Got some plans.
Hey, we got Graber in here at quarterback, guys.
Thanks a lot, VOTF, for breaking that thing off.
Carson Graber going to come in at quarterback. The sophomore, 6'3", 230 pounds. A little bit of a QB battle early on in this, preseason for the Arrows. Number 17.
Graber lining up at the 40. In motion is Baith. Baith not biting on that, but Baith's going to stay there off to his left. And that's a traditional hand up the middle, Tony, out to the 30, 32, 28-yard line. Down at the 27-yard line is Grayson Baith. So bring up 3rd down and 3, let's call it.
Starting quarterback and will linebacker Liam Hubacher. Looks like he's getting some treatment right now on the sideline from Courtney Turner. So Carson Graber will continue to go as QB1.
I think it's just a bloody nose, guys.
Stay away from him, AC. Stay away from him, AC. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go. Third down and 3. Graber, as Tony mentioned, at quarterback. KOB on the short side left. Ball's going to be handed off to Grayson Baith. Turn it upfield. 1st down for the Arrows. Nice job out to the 20-yard line. Another 1st down for the Arrows, Tony. I love the methodicalness. Last year we saw huge chunk plays, right?
Yeah.
Oftentimes with Nathan Bernhardt and company. This, we're kind of dinking and dunking. We get a big play every now and again, but we're moving the change.
Yeah, nice blocking there on the outside by Carter Nelson, the junior, 6'3", 195, just doing a nice little bit of stock block and allowing Grayson Baith to get to the outside, not just pick up the 1st down, but pick up a few extra. So going to be good for 6. Baith right now, 4 carries, 15 yards. Carson Graber now has a 1st down.
Another BB&C Car Care 1st down for the Arrows. Swing pass out to Grayson Baith left. He's out to the 20, 15, 10. He's got a chance at the 5. Touchdown Arrows! First touchdown of the season. Nice pass by Graber to Grayson Baith.
Great job there by the Ashland offensive coordinating staff, making sure it's a nice, easy throw for the young sophomore. Just swinging that out there to Grayson Baith, and Grayson doing the rest of the work, going for 21 yards and into the Rockets end zone for the first score of the 2026 season.
Awesome job by there, not only by the Arrows in general, but Carson Graber. You never know when you're the backup quarterback, you're going to get your number called. He comes in, gets a 1st down, gets a couple good plays, finds a Grayson Baith.
Throws a touchdown.
On the left side for a touchdown. Here is the point after attempt. First one for Leighton Root. That one's good. Your score from Bay High School, 7-0. Ashland leads Bay Rockets.
Simonson Construction is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics, the most trusted and efficient construction company in the region. With a long history of doing things the right way from concept to completion, Simonson Construction solves all your construction needs for commercial and public projects. A truly local company providing award-winning comprehensive design-build services since 1974. For more information, scan the QR code or go to simonsonconstruction.com. Come visit the South Street Grill in downtown Ashland, the official watch location every Friday night during the Arrows football season. You can catch all the action in the bar area on the big screens. Elevated casual dining in downtown Ashland. Steaks, seafood, hand-patted burgers, vegetarian options, salads, and a huge kids menu. Something for everyone in a completely renovated, historic building. South Street Grill, your home for Arrows football.
Back here live from Bay High School, I'm Chris Mowry, joined alongside here in the pre-Steno broadcast perch by Tony Van Dyne, AC, down there on the Bo Lacey construction sidelines. Arrows lead 7-0 here, 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. That touchdown brought to us by Comfort Control. Tony, we hope we call a lot of those all season.
Yeah, that'd be great. A nice job. Killian O'Brien, credit to him to kind of get that drive started, a couple of back-to-back first downs, starting to flip the field. And then it was the running game. It was Grayson Baith, and then backup quarterback Graber coming in for a nice touchdown pass. Bringing Ashland up 7-0 here.
Hey, if you get Grayson Baith in open field, I'm pretty confident with what he's going to do with the football.
He is not going to run out of bounds. How about that?
It's a great way to put it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to have him healthy, boys. I will say that. I know he was bummed last year, especially in that Lexington game. You could see it. He didn't really get a chance to play, week 11, and then he, just tried. The ball is live, and that one is going to be fallen on by a Bay Rocket. And we've seen that years ago here at Ashland High School. Those footballs are live, and that is an opportunity to get a free possession.
Nice job by Julian Cabrera being first one down there. Nice contact, maybe springing that ball free next time, but the Bay Rockets going to get the ball placed on their 19-yard line and take over with a 7-point deficit.
Yeah, real quick, guys. Grayson Baith definitely hungry to get back on the field after being injured late in the season a year ago. In his junior year campaign, 81 rushes, 509 yards, 9 touchdowns, 19 receptions, 227, 2 touchdowns.
He's not going to be a dentist for any reason other than he's prepared, folks. That's Aiden Chandler down on the Bo Lacey construction sidelines. Here we go. Ball at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. That is a handoff by Cleary. Didn't get a number on him yet, Tony, who that is. The new ball carrier, it is not McManaman. It is McManaman, excuse me.
A little counter play this time for the Rockets, trying to get the backside guard out in front and be an extra lead blocker. Nice job by the Arrow defense. Shedding blocks, giving up just 2 yards, bringing up 2nd and 8.
Coldwell Banker Ward Real Estate sack or a turnover, Tony, right here would go a long way here for the Arrows. And who knows, maybe we get a defensive score.
Seems like the Rockets are just going to let this thing go down. 9 seconds left on the first quarter here at Bay Village. Your Ashland Arrows 7, Bay Village Rockets 0. We'll be back right after this commercial break.
Simonson Construction is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics, the most trusted and efficient construction company in the region. With a long history of doing things the right way from concept to completion, Simonson Construction solves all your construction needs for commercial and public projects. A truly local company providing award-winning comprehensive design-build services since 1974. For more information, scan the QR code or go to simonsonconstruction.com. Come visit the South Street Grill in downtown Ashland, the official watch location every Friday night during the Arrows football season. You can catch all the action in the bar area on the big screens. Elevated casual dining in downtown Ashland. Steaks, seafood, hand-patted burgers, vegetarian options, salads, and a huge kids menu. Something for everyone in a completely renovated, historic building. South Street Grill, your home for Arrows football.
Ready to get into the Comfort Control second quarter here from Bay High School. 2nd down and 8 will be coming up here for the Bay Rockets. Arrows and Rockets flip the field, so Bay will be heading to our left, Tony Van Dyne, and the Arrows, once they get the football, will be heading to the right side here, known as the south side.
That's correct, yeah.
Thank you.
Good work. Yeah, through the first quarter, hey, Ryan Stackhouse has to be proud of his defense. Just 12 rushing yards allowed. They did give up 1 big passing play, 37 yards, which I'm sure they talked about on the sideline, but so far this Ashland Arrow defense playing pretty well through the first quarter.
4 wide, 1 back, nobody in the backfield. That's going to be a sack. The Arrows able to get him. I thought I may have seen a Grayson Blau hand up by the face mask. Arrows might have got away with one. Hey, we'll take it nonetheless. Third down coming up now.
Great extra pressure. Stackhouse bringing some extra pressure there coming out of the quarter. And it's going to be not Grayson Baith, but it's going to be number 55. We're going to give it to
65.
65, even better.
Landon
Rosser, junior, 6'1", 190 pounds, dialing up a little bit of extra pressure, pushing the Rockets back to set up a big 3rd and 14.
That sack brought to us by our friends over at Ward Real Estate, your hometown leader for all your real estate needs there in Ashland, Ohio. 3rd down, 14. Huge play here for both squads. If we can hold them here, Tony, get a punt out by about the 40, 45-yard line, Arrows be set up really good here.
We said that last time, and we gave up a play of 37. This time to the screen play to the senior running back.
Fumble.
Ball's on the ground. Arrows say they have it. Arrows say they have it. They do. The Arrows perfectly set up at the 21-yard line. First turnover of the season forced by Scott Valentine's Ashland Arrows.
Bodie Smith on the recovery there, guys.
Nice job there by Bodie Smith getting the recovery. Nice job by the Ashland defense rallying to the football. That screenplay didn't look like it was going to have the juice to get the first down anyway, but even better when you can get a fist on that football and pop it out. All of a sudden, the Ashland Arrows sitting on their 21-yard line, up 7-0. 11 minutes still here to play in the second quarter.
AC's got his work cut out for him. That's now 2 potential big land home improvement and property maintenance big hits of the game.
I love it.
Liam Hubacher back on the field for the Arrows at quarterback. The traditional 5 wide. KOB short side wide left. Baith goes in motion, leaving KOB one-on-one. Baith off to the right side on the handoff. Going to get it out to about the 22-yard line. So give him a loss of 1. We'll call it 2nd down and 11.
There's usually 2 options, right, Chris, when you get a big turnover there. It's you go for the throat, right? You try to go for the touchdown over the top and try to hit Killian O'Brien, or you try to hit, someone, a Jeff Hickey going over the top, or you play it safe. This time, Ashland playing it safe. Loss of 1.5.
10 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the second quarter clock here from Bay High School. Ashland 7, Bay nothing. Hubacher in the gun.
Looks like extra pressure coming here.
Looking over towards KOB. He's a lane to go. Liam, lane to go. And he's going to get the ball out to about the 17-yard line. No, they're going to call it down, Tony, actually at the 18. That seemed a little short spot to me.
Carter Nelson on the far side just jumping up and down. After he got first down distance, Liam Hubacher just not able to keep his eyes downfield. Felt a little bit of extra pressure coming from the Rockets and started to look for running lanes. I'm sure as the season continues to develop, the junior quarterback will continue to learn how to extend plays both with his feet and with his eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. Look downfield, keep your eyes downfield. 3rd down and 8 from the 19. Looking at KOB the whole time. They is up in the end zone, and that one's going to be tipped out of bounds. Great play by the captain for Bay, Ethan Sedevec. Good job tipping that one out of bounds. You see it right here on the Sarver pavement replay.
Just a little bit of one look. I think Liam was looking for Killian O'Brien in the corner. As soon as that ball was snapped, he had a couple of options. Landon Cook coming across the middle probably could have picked up a first down there, but wanting to strike, trying to get 6 points on the board. And without a strong kicking game once again, Ashland Arrows going to look to the sideline to Coach Valentine for the offensive call. 4th and 8.
Not a lot of wind to speak of today here, boys, so wind not an issue when it comes to the kicking game. The flag's laying limp. 4th down and 8. Hubacher in the gun. He's got an opportunity at the end zone. His knee is going to be down. They're going to say that's a sack. Down, that's a 25-yard line. So that'll be a turnover on downs, loss of 6. Bay going to take over at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, second time this game we've seen 4th and an opportunity to pick up something big in the red zone. And once again, the Rockets just bringing some extra pressure, and Liam Hubacher not able to get that one away. Going to go for a sack. And the Rockets going to take over on the 25-yard line as they trail 7-0. 9:29 to go here in the second quarter.
AC, what are you seeing down there on the sidelines here? A couple possessions here for the Arrows.
I really like how the offense is moving the ball, that's for sure. And this defense, young, a lot of new faces. Bodie Smith, Bryden Bolin, Carter Nelson out there. They're doing a good job of stopping the run and limiting the big play, except for that one pass we saw early in the first quarter.
New formation here for the Rockets. 2 tight ends to the right side. They hand the ball off. Cleary does, and they're going to get a gain of really 1 yard, I'd say, Tony, out to the 24-yard line. 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Backup running back George Benko going to get the carry there, giving the workhorse just a little bit of a break. Not much to speak of on that first down opportunity. And then once again, just the Rockets looking to get that running game going right now. Patrick Cleary, 2 of 3 through the air, 67%, 43 yards passing. Not a lot of rushing yards yet for the Bay Rockets.
Fellas, we got Graber on the line, D-line right now.
Not really a lot of yards, period, other than a couple plays, Tony. I mean, they haven't really picked up a lot of consistent 6-7 yard plays. It's just been that one 34-yard pass that we saw there, and that one might have a little bit of an injury there. That's number 10, George Benko, the backup running back. He comes up a little soft.
Nice job by Landon Cook coming from the safety position, running that alley and forcing the pressure in the backfield. We saw Landon play well through the 2 scrimmages. Bryden Bolin, of course, not afraid to put his helmet in there as well. Pickup of another, just a half a yard, so another long 3rd and 8 for this Coach Big Rig coached Bay Village Rockets.
Offensive coordinator for Coach Big Rig is Keith Grabowski.
I'd expect a pass here, Chris.
Would too, Tony. 3rd down and 8 from the 27. Let's hope it's not a traditional Cleveland Browns pass. Actually, let's hope it is. Cleary. Benko. 1st down. 43-yard line. I like that play for the Bay Rockets, Tony. It's a quick hitter. Don't go back in a 5-step drop. You're back, 3-step drop, and go. It's a timing route.
Yeah, a little bit deeper than a seam route or a slant route, not quite as deep as a post route. Benko just kind of looking back to his quarterback, and it looks like that's something they've practiced a lot because it seemed like number 10 was expecting the football. And true to form, Patrick Cleary finds his man and picks up a 1st down. Gets them all the way out to the 43-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go. Ashland Arrows still leads 7-0.
Bay in the Ashland set, 5 wide. That ball is picked off, I believe so. That's going to be picked off.
Fighting for it.
We got it. Landon Cook.
That is a pickoff by Landon Cook. Awesome job. That's 2 turnover, boys. If you played the game you just won, go see the ticket agent. Awesome job, Tony Van Dyne. Another turnover. Listen, the Arrows last year made a healthy living with turnovers. We had galore.
The Landon Cook interception was something we talked about in the car ride, right?
We sure did.
Killian O'Brien on the outside, just kind of a shutdown corner. You don't want to call him a shutdown corner because, you know, they're still high school kids. Jeff Hickey played extremely well last year. I thought where the opportunity was going to be for Landon Cook in the middle, 6'3". Nice job there, just ripping the football away, giving the football back to his offense. Ashland offense back on the field. Liam Hubacher checking his wrist.
Last year, the Arrows had 18 interceptions. Number 1 this year right there, Landon Cook. Killian O'Brien out to the 45-yard line. Pushing forward, they're going to give him progress out to about the 40, we'll call it the 45-yard line. Looked like he got to the 46, but they're going to spot it at the 45. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Hey, defense forced 28 turnovers a season ago, 10 by the offense for Ashland.
Liam Hubacher seems to be settling in too, Tony. It looked like that first, drive or so, he was a little bit flustered and then kind of, found his blanket in KOB and let KOB kind of go to work and is settling in here. 2nd down and 8.
Jayan Jarrell in for Grayson Blau, giving Grayson Blau an opportunity to take a breath as he's going both ways. Liam Hubacher scrambles there with no one downfield, opening themselves up for a reception. Going to pick up 3 or 4, going to bring up 3rd and 6.
We're going to move it up 1 yard further, so we'll call it 3rd and 5 here with 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second quarter with the Arrows up over the Rockets 7-0. Huge play here, Tony. You don't want to give the Rockets the ball back here in really good field position. You'd like to extend this drive, obviously put points on the board, but my goodness, you got a chance to really, really cement yourself here if you can go down and get some more points.
I'd love to just see a hard count, see if you can't get the Rockets to jump here.
Looking for KOB. KOB shifts and doesn't keep going. Block him. Good job, Liam Excellent job. Nothing there, Tony. Pulls it down out to the left side, picks up the first down. Live to fight another day.
Yeah, nice pickup of 9 there for Liam Hubacher, showing off a little bit of wheels. No contain on the outside for the Rockets. That's the one thing you give up as a defensive end when you come hard and go to the outside. You're leaving a big lane. Nice job by Liam, actually stepping up into the pocket. Sometimes as a junior, as a first-time quarterback, you want to continue to fall backwards and give yards, but Liam's done a nice job of trusting this offensive line, staying close to the offensive line, finding some running lanes. 6 rushes right now for Hubacher and 28 yards. More importantly, first down for the Arrows.
In the gun, Hubacher 4 wide this time to the right. That one going to be caught by Carter Nelson, and he's going to get it out to the 42-yard line.
I think we're going to get a penalty on Avion Woodard. Officials throwing the flag early.
Brandon Gunder suggesting that is going to be holding, and Brandon Gunder's Johnny on the spot.
Undefeated is Brandon Gunder.
He's undefeated when he drives the MOD to the away games, Tony. He had an opportunity for a luxurious ride and chose the wind in the face opportunity to head up Route 58. 5:41 to go here in the second quarter. Ashland up 7-0, going the wrong way.
First penalty for the Arrows, though, tonight. Just 1 penalty for the Arrows, 1 against the Rockets. Wasn't one of our keys to the game here tonight, but it's always a key to the game to not give away penalty yards or turnovers. We're going to catch up with Aiden Chandler here in just a moment after this play by the Rockets. Nope. Officials moving the ball forward a little bit after that penalty. Let's go down to Aiden Chandler.
I'm joined by the student section fan of the week this week, Garrett Davis, a senior, one of my co-workers at Ashland Golf Club. Garrett, what's the student section theme tonight?
Student section theme tonight is class colors. So we got seniors in black, juniors in white, and then underclassmen are in orange.
What is your favorite student section chant?
Favorite student section chant would have to be, "Who was that to?" That's probably.
All right. I know this answer, but tell all our viewers what sports and activities you're involved at Ashland High School.
Okay, so for the past 3 years, I've done basketball through high school. So much fun. And then I've been doing track, too.
What are your thoughts on this year's Arrow football squad?
You know, we lost a lot of seniors last year, but I'm confident in this squad.
All right, senior year for you, Garrett. What are your plans post-graduation?
Post-graduation, we're going to go to college, hopefully run track in college, and then look to exercise science for a degree.
Anyone you'd like to shout out in front of our viewers?
Shout out Killian O'Brien, Jeff Hickey, Carter Nelson, Landon Cook, Liam Hubacher, Grayson Bay. Those are my guys.
Shouting out the guys. I love it. All right, Garrett, big question. Who's our biggest OCC rival?
Luck Fex.
You heard it there, folks.
That's our student fan of the week, Garrett Davis, down there on the sideline. 3rd down and 19 going to be coming up here for the Arrows. 47-yard line. 4 minutes, 18 seconds to go till halftime. Hey, reminder, we're going to have the Arrows Marching Band live for you here on the Ashland Arrows Broadcasting Network, presented by Bill Harris Dealerships. And then one of the most anticipated segments of the season, the return of Sidelines with Steve. Steve Paramore down with Aiden Chandler on the sideline. 3rd down, 19, 47-yard line. KOB pulls that one in. He's got a little bit of a crease, gets it out to midfield. That's going to bring up 4th and long. Tony Van Dyne will call it 4th down and 16.
That's going to be Carter Nelson, actually, with the completion, number 1. 3rd and 20, a hard pickup. Nice job there, just getting that thing out, trying to get the aggressiveness of the Bay Rockets to go against them. Liam Hubacher doing a nice job. Hit number 1, Carter Nelson over the middle, but just picking up 3 or 4 yards, bringing in senior Nevin LaRue, new punter for the Ashland Arrows.
Our first chance to see the young punter, Nevin LaRue, who wears number 13 here for the Arrows this season. Cabrera, number 44, the safety man there, and LaRue, nice kick out there, going to be down to the 10, backspin, more backspin. Nope, going to head into the end zone for a touchback. That ball will be brought out to the 25-yard line. 7-0, we'll leave it right here. AC, give me your quick thoughts through basically quarter and 2/3 of football here.
Well, I like what we're seeing from the defense, doing a good job. Doing a good job in coverage. Also doing a good job is that defensive line creating pressure on the quarterback. 2 takeaways here in the first half. I don't think you can complain about that.
Tony, what do you got?
Yeah, I think the offense has shown some sparks of life. And, I think the only thing that the coaching staff's going to maybe harp on is we just slowed down in the red zone. 2 opportunities on 4th and manageable to be able to pick up some another first down going into the end zone. Could have some more points on the board right now, but an opportunity here for the defense to maybe get a quick 3 and out and give your offense one more time. Obviously, the Rockets going to be in their 3-minute offense.
Arrows go to a traditional 4-3 set here defensively. Bodie Smith, nice job there pulling down McManaman, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Gain up 2 once again for the big man going up the middle.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Rockets.
McManaman, number 47, both ways. Tailback and middle linebacker, so he is all over the field for head coach Nick Bigrig.
Yeah, obviously a guy that's going to be the heart and soul of the team, touching the football as many times as possible on the offensive side and trying to claim as many tackles as possible on the defensive side. So far, though, Nick Bigrig trying to find some way to get this Rocket offense fired up.
Stop before halftime would be huge here, guys.
Sherwood AC, 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go, 2nd down and 8, ball to 22. Cleary, I thought that ball was going to be picked off, but nonetheless, that's going to be a first down for Bay. Looking to jump that route was Landon Cook, Tony. He just about timed that thing right, and if he would have got it, it was to the house.
Yeah, nice pressure there, kind of missed the tackle, but good job there by Beggs. First catch for Beggs, good for a first down, and probably throws this into a little bit of a more of a just looking for a stop here defensively. I thought if you could get a stop or maybe a tackle for a loss there, that'd be a good spot for an Ashland Arrow timeout, but now 2:20 to go, Ashland up 7-0.
2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Timeouts for Ashland 2, timeouts for Bay 3. Something to keep an eye on. 7-0 Ashland. Now approaching 2 minutes to go. First down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Quarterback Cleary catches that ground ball right over the center. That ball is going to be caught by number 18, Nathan Klinger. And that's over midfield down to the 49-yard line. First down Bay.
That completion is enough for a Rocket.
What you did not want to see right there, gentlemen, was a long pass play, and it stops the clock with the chains moving, Tony, and gives the Bay Rockets an opportunity, not with 1 or 2, but all 3 timeouts here as we approach halftime, looking to knot this one up at 7.
Yeah, Coach Bigrig just going to his offensive passing play call sheet. He seems to know that the way to move down the field right now against this Ashland defense is through the air. 1.5 minutes to go. Patrick Cleary sitting at 5 of 7 on the game.
Cleary, first down and 10, new life, ball to 49, quick hitter, out, and that ball is dropped. Luke Harmon would like to have that one over again.
Yeah, just such an easy catch. He gets his eyes turned downfield, starting to look for a defender. Just a quick in route, and a route that he has ran and caught 100 times this summer. This one just bounces off his chest plate. Going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Rockets.
Watch that one on Sundays up at the Mistake on the Lake, courtesy of Jerry Judy. 2nd down and 10. Ball to 49, 1:23 to go. Second quarter.
Another quick piece of information, guys. This is the 3rd meeting between the Arrows and the Bay Rockets. The Arrows and the Rockets 1-1 in the series. This is the first trip to Bay High School for Ashland.
Longer commute than I anticipated, I must admit. 2nd down and 10. Cleary flushed, goes on the left side, finds a wide open Harmon. KOB shoulder checks him, and brought down at the 31-yard line is Harmon. Minute 14, Tony. First down, chains move. Keep in mind, still 3 Bay Rocket timeouts, so a litany of time. And here we're going to call a timeout. Head coach Nick Bigrig and offensive coordinator Keith Grabowski thinks right now is the opportune time. All right, put you in the shoes of Ryan Stackhouse. You just had a timeout. You gave up 2 big pass plays. You gave up a couple run plays. What are you telling your guys right now, Tony?
Yeah, I just continue to tell the guys, hey, continue to keep your eyes on the quarterback. I need a push from the defensive line, and I want to bring a little bit of extra pressure. Coming out of breaks, coming out of quarters, these are times that Stackhouse likes to bring a 5th guy, maybe a 6th guy, and tell your defensive outside, hey, I need you to lock these guys up for 3 seconds. Let's get a negative play, and let's, push them back a little bit and flip the field. For the most part, though, the defense has been playing well. There's nothing bad going on. This was just, the last play was Harmon just kind of sitting in his zone. Cleary found him for a nice pickup and a first down, so nothing to worry about. You just need a little bit more pressure and another 1:15 of Arrow defense.
And then something else to think about as well. We've watched this this a lot of times. It's the bend, but don't break defense. And we've watched Ryan Stackhouse author those for quite some time. And look, if you give up big chunk play, but ultimately there's no points put on the board,
would it really
so
hurt
what?
you? Right?
Nothing.
Your stat sheet might look good, but the scoreboard still ends in your favor. Here, Patrick Cleary going to come out 5 wide.
5 wide, 2 to the short side left, 3 to the wide side right. 5 offensive linemen, no tight ends, and Cleary in the gun. Arrows 4 down linemen playing a soft back end coverage. It's KOB almost had it. Boys, we were going the other way for 6. If KOB able to pull that one in, you'll see it right here on the Cyber Paving replay.
True to form, cornerbacks just stepping up just a little bit. Nice pressure by the defensive line. A quick throw to the outside, and Killian O'Brien was ready for that route. He was ready for the comeback route, got his hands on the football, just couldn't bring it in. Still brings up 2nd and 10, minute and 10 left on the clock.
Guys, would have been the 3rd Cordwell Banker Ward Realty turnover of the game if Killian would have came down with that one. But still, big 2nd down here, a minute and 10 seconds left. Defense really has to buckle down. A lot of these guys have been playing both ways all night. Got to get us to the half with a lead.
7-0 Ashland over Bay, 1:10 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Cleary yet again 5 wide, takes a ground ball snap. That one is in center field. Nobody's going to catch that one. Arrows had a meeting at the quarterback area there.
Yeah, nice job. I like the coverage there, you know, with J.J. Beverly just kind of knocking off the would-be receiver, Brody Beggs, the Will linebacker in Beverly. You don't always have to play perfect defense, but if you can slow down the time and if you can knock him off his route, if you can make him go in front or behind that time, just enough of a contact that you're not going to get a pass interference call, but the timing was off, ends in an incompletion, and now Bay's looking at 3rd and 10, looking to the sideline. Wouldn't be surprised. Nope, no timeout. They're going to go 5 wide once again.
Well, 66 seconds to go, Tony. 2 timeouts, 3rd down and 10. This, to me, would be 4-down territory. But
yeah, there's some confusion. Yeah,
we're going to have to wait as head coach Nick Bigrig is going to use that 2nd timeout. And we are 1 minute, 6 seconds to go.
That's great.
Until halftime. Reminder, at halftime, we'll have the Arrows marching band, courtesy of Bill Harris Dealerships. Brandon Gunner hitting a few things here. We got a new scoreboard down on the bottom ticker there, usually brought to us by Simonson Construction Services. Apologies to them. We usually have them up there, but today we're happy to be on. We had a little technical difficulty here with the internet access and had to, I think, maybe go around it or so. I don't know. It's way over my head, man.
I don't know what they did. They got it working, though.
That's why we travel with Garth Boyd and Connor Bixler, Brandon Gunder. Those guys are awesome and get us on the air, so we're very, very appreciative to them. 1 timeout now remaining for Bay High School. The Arrows lead the Rockets 7-0. Feels like it's the biggest play of the game coming up, Tony, right here. If the Arrows are able to get a negative play here, push Bay back, you think, okay, I like my chances on 4th and long, but Bay's able to get 4th down and 6 or 5 or 4 or something. We'll see. Here's a little quick hitter on the outside. That is a double throw. Well done, Tony. Good job, and an even better job by KOB, who, careful. Good job by KOB there, getting a Paul on that one.
Quick pass out to Logan Bigrig, number 2 at wide receiver. Then he winds up and throws it deep, trying to connect with Ethan Sedovic, who came up with a big 37-yard completion in the 1st quarter for a 1st down. This one falls incomplete. 59 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Ashland leads 7-0. Still going to be a go for it if I'm Nick Bigrig in this Bay offense.
I mean, guys, I know you're in kind of no man's territory here, but if you don't convert here, Ashland's going to have a way shorter field. If they were to punt, a lot more field to go with less than a minute.
And we'll get a timeout this time by the Ashland Arrows. Coach Stackhouse and A.J. Beer want to talk to their guys on 4th and 10.
Here, for my money, if I am able to hold them here, we can set on it for all I care. Right, take a 7-0 lead there into the locker room at halftime.
You don't go aggressive.
Not right now.
Okay.
I don't. Not right now. That's just me. Usually, I think for you, you're shocked to hear me say that because usually I just want to throw it all over the parking lot.
Something has changed. I don't know. Like maybe you going from the sideline to the press box has changed you, and I'm open to that. This is a new Chris Mowry, and I'm here for it.
I want to take every point I can get and put it on the board.
I'm taking a shot.
I love it. I love it.
I want to stay aggressive. I think think Ashland has the talent. I think Jeff Hickey's been a little bit quiet. He's played some good defense, but hasn't come up with a big catch yet. I think Landon Cook is a reliable receiver. I think Carter Nelson's scary, and I think number 2, Killian O'Brien, can come down with just about any catch. I'd like to see Ashland in a 1-minute drill, but again, this is all Premeditated on a defensive stop. Maybe not in that.
Predetermined? Anyways, as we ourselves to death, it's 4th down and 10, 59 seconds to go. Ashland 7, Bay nothing.
I'm circling Grayson Blau right now on the nose tackle. Watch the push.
He's got 2 guys that are blocking him, but the arrows. Oh no, Cleary downfield. That one's picked off. That ball is gonna be in the arrows possession. That ball picked off by Brayton Stewart. Nice job. That's the 3rd CB Ward real estate turnover of the game.
Nice job by Brayton Stewart. I was watching the last couple of plays thinking, hey, number 21's been a little bit quiet. He's played good defense, playing that strong safety position. This time, number 21 coming down with the interception and giving the ball back to the Ashland Arrows. Now all the way back on the 16-yard line. Now I'm with you, Chris. Now I'm on team. Probably just sit on it. Maybe a running play, maybe a quick throw to the outside. Maybe something opens up. I'd still knock once or twice.
That's the over on the interceptions. 2 of them in the first half. Brandon Gunner with a fumble recovery. Awesome job. Reminder, AC going to catch up with head coach Scott Valentine as he heads to the locker room. Stay tuned for the band here at halftime. We're not sitting on the ball, Tony. It's going to be Liam Hubacher to see what he can get on the left edge. Out to the 20 and forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Give us 15 more.
A lot of contact out of bounds there after Liam Hubacher picks up, looks like 6 or 7 from the far side. I'm going to wait for them to mark that. Brandon Gunner hits me with a 6-7. Appreciate that. We'll give him 6. $40 seconds. Still in the half. Grayson Baith in motion one time. This time Baith gets the handoff, looking to get to the outside. Going to be wrapped down by a duality of Rockets. Brody Beggs.
Tony, now I know you're with me. 3rd down and 4. You got a timeout apiece. 3rd down and 6. 20 seconds to go. Let it go. Take it to the half. 7-0 lead.
Sure.
That's me.
I'd take a timeout if I was the Rockets. I'd make them kick it. I just think weird things happen in high school football when you get into special teams.
It's 3rd down.
Yeah, but if you yeah, that's true. You're right.
Yeah. AC going to catch up here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
AC going to catch up with head coach Scott Valentine here as we put the first half of Team 120 and the 2026 Arrows in the books. AC looking for head coach Valentine. He's making his way to the 50. Let's send it down to Aiden Chandler standing by with head coach Scott Valentine.
Coach Valentine, 3 turnovers for your defense there in that first half. How impressed were you with the young guys' performance?
Well, that's what we wanted to do. Our guys are playing hard, and we just got to finish some drives here.
All right, lastly on offense, you mentioned finishing drives. What's that going to take?
Well, just execution. We're leaving little things go. We got to execute better.
All right, thanks, Coach Valentine.
That interview with head coach Scott Valentine brought to us by our friends at Bo Lacey Construction. Experience you can trust, done right on time. Tony, real quick, maybe 10 seconds before the band comes out. First half thoughts.
Yeah, Ashland offense played pretty well. Liam Hubacher, 7 of 14. Some early stats will give you a 50% passing and 85 yards. It was the defense, though. It was the takeaways. It was the ability to get the ball back that has kept Ashland in this game and gives them a 7-0 lead.
AHS Band halftime performance brought to us by Bill Harris Dealerships. We'll join you on the other side.
Please welcome to the field the pride of the Arrows, the 2026 Ashland High School Marching Band and Sweeties Dance Team. Leading the band tonight is Field Commander Carson Rapp and Assistant Field Commander Luca Gable. It only takes 2 to tango, but tonight we've got 100 students out on the field in an attempt to get you all on your feet. Our dance show kicks off strong with a hit from 1983 by David Bowie. The Marching Arrows are out on the dance floor, ready to go, so come on, Ashland, and let's dance. throwback to the style and feel of the 80s. The Sweeties are headlining our dance party tonight with their moves to this bop from one-hit wonders Walk the Move. We hope you enjoy Shut Up and Dance. Ashland High School Marching Band is under the direction of Marty Carl. Its assistant director is Cameron Diedrich and Tanya Carl. Percussion instructor is Adam Kine, and maintenance supervisor is John McQuaid. Sweetie advisors are Hillary Heidinger and Jordan Saffel. This is Michael Zigafus, the voice of the Ashland Arrows Marching Band.
Welcome back to Bay High School. The Arrows with a 7-0 lead over the Bay Rockets. I'm Chris Mowry. 11 minutes, 20 seconds to go until we get the third quarter underway. The AHS Band halftime show brought to us by our friends at Bill Harris Dealerships. Locations in Ashland or Loudonville, your dealership for new vehicles from brands like Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, and Jeep. Bill Harris Dealership also has a wide selection of pre-owned vehicles to fit your needs. Time for a very, very popular segment, Sidelines with Steve, brought to us by Sprang Smith. AC, down to you.
Yep, Sidelines with Superintendent Steve Paramore, delivered by our friends at Sprang Smith and Ashland, bringing insurance clarity to your life and meeting your needs since 1950. We welcome the Superintendent of Ashland City Schools, 4.5 years now as the Superintendent. Steve Paramore staff officially began your school year on Tuesday. Talk to us about your excitement for the start of another school year here at Ashland City Schools.
Yeah, it's great to be back in the 2026-2027 school year. Roughly just under 200 teachers, about 150 coaches, support staff, secretaries, bus drivers. So we do feel like we have a world-class staff. And it was great to get things going this year. We had a great convocation. Our Chief Curriculum Officer, Ben Spieldenner, and so many other people prepared things this week for us to be ready for the 6th and 9th graders today, and then we'll have everybody back on Monday the 24th.
I heard about the Dumb and Dumber skit.
Yeah, it was good. We are not afraid to put ourselves in front of the camera. Last year we did the Wayne's World kind of spoof. This year was Dumb and Dumber, but we called it Arrow and Arrower, rightfully so. And yeah, we want to make things light, right? You can't take yourself too seriously. In this profession, it's a lot of serious things you got to deal with, and we're always focused, but we're not afraid to have fun.
You were wearing the orange suit, I assume?
I was the orange suit.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, football just getting their regular season started this evening, but Arrow Athletics fall seasons are in full swing.
Yeah, we're excited for all of our fall sports, especially girls soccer had a great showing against Ontario on the road. That's a tough place to go play. They played hard through some adversity, have seen some pretty amazing goals out of a lot of those girls. Girls tennis has started. They've got a great squad. We've got boys and girls cross country. Not too far off in the distant future is the Arrow Invitational out at Fairfield. Football's underway. Freshman big win last night, 21-0. And obviously 7th, 8th grade football, and then volleyball. We've got a squad this year, and looking forward to see what those young ladies do. Ironically, in the Paramore family, it's the first time we do not have an athlete at Ashland High School in the last 8 years. So
that's crazy to think about. Well, if you're tuning in, the volleyball game will be broadcast tomorrow at home against Norwalk. I believe that's at 12 o'clock, 12:15 start, something like that. Similar to athletics, year after year, there's new faces on the staff at Ashland City Schools. I know some former Arrows have joined the staff, a lot of others. Talk about the new ACS employees for this upcoming school year.
Yeah, so 34 new staff members and counting. We have a couple minor positions still to fill, but got most of that hiring done back in April and May. A couple late hires in July. Everything from bus drivers to teachers that are in their first year. We hired a lot of Ashland High School alumni. Cat Gray, intervention specialist at the middle school. Isaac Roops joining us. He's going to kind of be a sub for the first half of the year as a student teacher, but then be an intervention specialist for us at the high school and middle school. Cordell Wyatt, huge pickup, graduate of Ohio Northern University.
Go Bears.
Well. And also his wife. And I have a feeling that his wife may be our new varsity swim coach at Ashland High School. So good pickup there. Cordell played for Coach Valentine, and he's now on Coach Valentine's football staff. So many more. We'd be here for a while if I talked about all 34 of those employees, but it's great bringing those on. We also had a lot of folks retire last year, so hope they're having a great start to this next phase of their life. We're so appreciative of the impact that they made on Ashland City Schools. But hey, we're starting fresh with in some areas of our organization, and here we go.
I know you're always excited about bus drivers too.
Yeah, we need bus drivers. We're still about a bus driver short, as are many school districts in Ohio. So if anybody is out there looking for a positive way to impact kids and doesn't mind keeping their eye on the road, we are always looking for bus drivers.
Election season will be here before we know it. Tell our viewers about the operating levy renewal that will be on the ballot in November.
Yeah, this is a very important levy for us that comes up every 5 years. This is no new money to our taxpayers. Generates about $5.6 million for our school district, specifically for operating. So that is our teachers, our coaches, our contracted services, OT and PT for our special needs students, speech and language pathologists, and resources and supplies that make our district run. We are very, very good fiscal stewards at Ashland City Schools, always looking at our expenditures. And we know how important our staff is to our students and how important our staff is to our community. We love them to death. And our community has been able to pass this generously 68, 69% each of the last 5 years. So no new money once again. We are very responsible with our taxpayer dollars, and it's so important for the way that we operate in this district and the standard at which the community expects of us. So we hope that folks get out there and vote. And those are the facts. I can't tell them how to vote, but we know that we've got a lot of people in Arrow Nation that are ready to support us in November.
Well, a program that's going on in Arrow Nation, the Leader in Me program, enters year 2 at Edison and Reagan Elementary. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, this is year 2 of Leader in Me with our K-3 students and staff. So appreciative of the Ashland County Community Foundation, Ashland City Schools Foundation, and other gracious donors that helped bring this program, teaching those 7 highly effective qualities of leaders to our preschoolers all the way up to 3rd grade. Those 3rd graders eventually could become high school seniors. So if they can learn the qualities of effective leaders and our staff can continue to model that, we believe it's a great program, and we're just getting more and more dialed in on it.
Well, transitioning back to sports, I grew up around the Arrows softball program. My sister Kylie played softball at Ashland High School, graduated in 2015. Now my younger sister enters her senior year here in the spring for softball. Lots of changes this upcoming season to Arrows softball, including a new head coach and a new playing surface.
Yeah, you've never met passionate parents until you've met a passionate softball parent. So we're really excited about the new turf. And that will permanent turf that you don't have to worry about it, flooding like our field used to. So they've got a very, very promising team, a young team that works hard. And I was able to watch some of their games last year, so we're glad that they're going to be permanently right there behind the middle school. Vernon Jones has done a great job. They're still not finished yet, but they will be finished here in the next month or so. But hiring Tyron McKinney, who's an alumni, great softball brain, class of 99. A couple good alumni in the class of 99. He'll bring in Brandon Raymer, but just some great talent. Rowan Garn, Marley Henderson, great leadership in McKenna Chandler, Laura Crewman. List goes on and on. I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the conference, so we're excited about girls softball and where that program will go, especially with new turf.
All right, with fall sports also now in full swing, share with Arrow fans about the opportunity for yearly athletic passing.
Yeah, through Mr. Going's office, it is a $150 pass for a single person. That gets you a season pass to all Arrow athletics, and for $300, it's a family pass. So that's just something new that we started this year, so hopefully people will take advantage of that. We always have great support at our events, and it's a great way to be able to do that, especially if you're bringing 3, 4, 5 kids with you.
Absolutely, save some money. One last question for you. Football season's coming up in Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders or Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson.
There we go.
Whoa, wait, what? We're talking about the Cleveland Browns? leaves the superintendent sidelines with Steve with a question about the Cleveland Browns.
I don't touch that.
If it was me, I touch them all the time. If it was me, I'd have talked about the Factory of Sadness and so many other things. AC going to try to catch up here with Ryan Stackhouse. We'll jump in with AC if he's able to do that. Tony, one thing we wanted to talk about here.
Yeah.
We're going to do it in the pregame, but unfortunately it just didn't happen. We had to get online. I'm going to give you some last year and returning, okay?
Great.
Last year, the Arrows had 601 tackles, returning 156.
You're saying the people who are playing this season accounted for 156 of them.
Of the 601 tackles.
That's a lot of tackles.
That's the game we're going to play.
Yep.
Guys, I got Coach Stackhouse down here. Coach Stackhouse, 3 turnovers there in that first half from your defense. What do you expect from them out here in the second half?
We got to continue to tackle.
Short and sweet. I love it. That's Coach Stackhouse, guys.
That's 4 words from the defensive coordinator.
Well, he's on brand, too. We're talking about tackles, so we need to continue to tackle.
He's on brand. Tackles for loss, Tony. Last year, 75, 13 returning.
Yeah, there was a defensive line and middle linebacker core that just was a terror to offenses. We've seen Brody Bowen and Braden Stewart, some guys already playing really well. I think we'll continue to see tackle for losses if the Arrows continue to play they did in this first half.
Sacks, 18, 4 returning.
4 returning, yeah. That was one of the things that Grayson Blau said he wanted to actually up his game in, that he knew as a senior leader he only accounted for 1 sack. He does a lot of work up front on that nose guard position. He had a lot of good pressure. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get at least 1 more here in this game.
Interceptions, 18, but
14 to come back.
13 come back. That's mainly KOB and Hickey.
That's incredible. The secondary is by far the strength of this defense. We knew that in the scrimmages, and obviously watching this, they're very good. It's the defensive line and the middle linebackers that are going to have to continue to merge together and find some work together. And so far through the first half, pretty good.
This one shocked me.
Yeah, please.
Forced fumbles. Last year, 12. 1 returns.
But we already got 1 here in the first game of 2026. Yeah, so I that's a combination of just being aggressive, flying to the football, not giving up, not allowing your teammates to get a solo tackle. As soon as you wrap up, there's an opportunity for guys to continue to punch at that football, and these younger guys are going to continue to learn that skill as the season progresses. Good to see them get 1 already. I think we'll get more than that, obviously, as the season continues.
Last year, we allowed 25 turnovers. We took the ball away 28 times. We gave up 3,056 yards, which equaled 255 yards a game. Gave up just under 16 points a game. All right, we're going to do it quickly on the offense. Okay. Rushing yards. Now, this is heavily skewed, but 1,450, and Grayson Base 623 returns.
Well, yeah, you had a senior in Nathan Bernhard that could just kind of pull it down and tuck it, especially when you spread the defense out. William Hubacher's been able to do that through the first half, and he has, probably taken the wise choice to go to the sidelines, and I think as the game develops, even in this 3rd and 4th quarter, Liam's going to see that there's spaces in the middle too, and with his elusiveness and quickness, he can actually make some big plays on cutbacks that Nathan actually couldn't. Nathan was a bruiser. Nathan's going to run you over and keep running. Liam's going to be a little bit of a different quarterback for us.
Rushing touchdowns, 32. 10 return. That's Grayson Bay.
Yeah, 32. And I wrote down the number how many Nathan Bernhard was, credited for. He had 21 rushing touchdowns himself. To take nothing away from Nathan, you and I got to watch him. It was such an easy call on 3rd and short and 4th and short, just to let number 10 take it in and get another touchdown. Some of those could have been Grayson. Some of those could have been Jeff Hickey. Some of those could have been someone else. But to your point, they are still no longer on the team.
What's amazing last year, we only turned the football over 7 times. It still blows my mind when I look at that and see that. It is truly amazing.
Yeah, through the first 9 games, no interceptions. And this coaching staff does a great job. We talked about it. How many fumbles do you think we might see? Might there be some more fumbles by the Ashland Arrows, early in this game? So far, ball protection has been very good, very strong, as it has been in Arrow history. and it's going to be important all season long. Don't throw interceptions. Don't give easy points away. Don't give easy field flips.
No 15s.
No 15-yard penalties. Ashland just one penalty, 10 yards. Only one penalty against Bay. Kind of appreciate the officials letting these guys play. Seems like it's been a pretty fair match. Doesn't seem like there's been a whole lot of penalties anyway on the field. But Ashland Arrows got the ball teed up here for a Connery Manufacturing kickoff. Ashland Arrows up 7-0 coming from a first quarter touchdown. Let's talk about scoring drives. You had the scoring drive.
Norman Foundation scoring drive. Our first touchdown of the season was in the first quarter. That was a Carson Graber touchdown pass for 21 yards to Grayson Baith. Those are the only points today, and that was a extra point converted by Leighton Roop to make it 7-0. That's where we stay. Leighton Roop, speaking of him, he is on the field. The ball is teed up for a Connery Manufacturing kickoff here as we get the second quarter underway from Memorial Stadium on the campus of Bay High School. Roop is in motion towards the football. It's sent off down to about the 8-yard line, and here we go. Second half underway. And
nice
that is
tackle.
A smash, AC. Hope you're paying attention because you got a couple big man hits to consider.
Avion Woodard making no question about that. Nice job by the senior. 6 foot, 180 pounds, flying down the field unblocked. Nice wrap-up tackle. Getting the message from Coach Stackhouse to continue to tackle well as a defense. Going to start up the Bay Rockets on the 20-yard line. Chris, I like a kicker with neon shoes. I will admit that. I like the neon orange shoes. They're easy to see. If it helps him kick, keep wearing them, young man.
You see ODOT down there? ODOT is in absolute hunting gear with those shoes. Those are moon shoes from back in the day when we were youth, Tony. Here we go. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Cleary in the gun as normal. He's flanked by McManaman, and he gets the football up over the 21. We'll say it's a gain of 2 out to the 22-yard line, bring up second down and 8.
Landon Cook with a nice tackle
It's a gain of 2. It's going to be second and 8.
to start the second half here for the Ashland Arrow defense.
You know, Tony, we talked a lot about that defense. We spent a lot of that here at the half before we went here live in the third quarter, but the Arrows opportunistic. 2 interceptions already, a fumble recovery. We would have had 3 interceptions and a pick 6 already in the first half.
Could have been on board.
KOB had it. He just didn't pull it in, but there was nobody going to catch him from behind. If he was able to secure that football for an interception down here at the 20, he was going the whole way. Cleary, quick hitter on the outside. McManaman bounces off a tackle, gets positive yards, bring up third down, and we'll call it 4 yards from the 26-yard line.
Guys, I got a few quick scoring updates for you. Madison trails Shelby at halftime 33-0. West Holmes trails Triway 0-21, the halftime score. New Philadelphia trails Louisville at halftime 0-3. Lexington, this makes me really sad. They're losing 7-14. Worcester tied with Orville at halftime. Dover leading 14-7 over Glen Oak at the half. And Mansfield Senior trails 16-0 against Hilliard.
Biggest surprise there, I think, for me is Orville and Worcester tied up at 7.5.
Yeah, that's surprising. Yeah, we'll see. That's
good for
like
Worcester.
The 120th meeting or something between those schools. Cleary flushed, and he is going to get ridden down on third down. We'll call that one a sack, even though it's a TFL. I like the sack better, Tony. We're going to give it to him. We're going to bring up fourth down and 5 from the 25-yard line. Punt the football away. Bay Rockets are going to do. Going back deep, we'll see our first punt return opportunity. Jeff Hickey going deep. I suspect that is KOB. It's not.
Just a 5-step drop there for Patrick Cleary, and all the defensive linemen for the Ashland Arrows meeting at that spot. Patrick Cleary just stepping up in the pocket before he gets pulled down for a loss. As you mentioned, 4th and 5. Going to bring up Jeff Hickey deep, and Jaden Colvin short.
Had a hunch we might see KOB back there try to get the electricity going. Punt is away. Hickey calling a fair catch. That is a fair catch at the 47-yard line. The absolutely fantastic field position for the Arrows. They're going to mark it at the 47-yard line. First down and 10 coming up for Liam Hubacher and the Arrows. 9 minutes, 36 seconds to go. That crowd mic, Tony, man, the thing is hot.
First half stats, 48 rushing yards for the Ashland Arrows and 85 passing yards combined between Liam Hubacher and Carson Graber.
Guys, a big statement if this offense can go down the field and punch one in here to start their first drive of the second half.
What's that sign say there, AC, behind you? What's the theory there back there on that big silhouette?
It says, your school, your field, our game.
Grayson Bay says it's my possession, gets it out to the 49-yard line, so a gain of 2 on first down, bring up second down in 9 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Many thanks to Garth Boyd for getting that scoreboard on the screen, Tony. You built that thing while we were live.
It looks good. It's accurate.
Awesome.
We don't have to talk about it all the time.
I just realized that. Yep. I can let that one go. Sidelines with Steve. That was fun. AC took that one about 12 minutes deep. He wanted some airtime. He got it. That'll be up on view later. Hubacher out to Carter Nelson at the 45-yard line for a first down. Now they're going to call it third down. Just a smidge short. Third down and 2.
Nice job by Liam Hubacher, kind of recognizing the second half adjustment there. Carter Nelson on the far side, on the outside, had a huge cushion. He was kind of jumping up and down in that second quarter, hoping number 19 was going to find him this time. Just a little quick curl route, not a big play, but a gain of 5. It makes it third and manageable. 3rd and 4 now here for your Arrows.
Well, if you need it, you got 2 downs in my book. This is where I get aggressive, Tony. I'm going for it. Liam Hubacher in the gun, steps up into the pocket. Don't need it. That's a first down. That looks to be KOB. It is. He pulls that one in. 6th catch of the night, Tony, or 5th?
That's going to be catch number 5 for Killian O'Brien. 7 targets, 58 yards. Hasn't found himself into the end zone yet. A lot of those throws have just kind of been quick hitters to the outside and letting KOB kind of do some work down the sideline. The one pass down the sideline that was kind of well placed into the bucket was good for 25 yards. Wouldn't be surprised to see KOB get a few more touches here before the game's over.
KOB in a different slot. He's in the wide side in the slot area. Comes back to the football. KOB has it at the 40, the 35, puts the hammer down to the 22-yard line before he's wrestled down from behind. He lets him know it's a first down.
That one good for 17 yards, and he had some blockers out front. Nice job reading the blockers out front and hitting full speed, running through 1-arm tackle, 2-arm tackles before getting pulled down by Josh Sesh, but not before Ashland moves all the way down to the 22-yard line, bringing up a BB&C car care first down.
You know, here's what I really enjoy, Tony. I think what the Arrows are doing great. They're running stick routes to a point, too. Last year, what did we have? Athletes everywhere. Go, man, just take off.
I'll find you.
I'll find you. If not, I'll just run for the first down. The Arrows being a little bit more planning of these drives. Hubacher, nice job by Grayson Bates pulling that football in, toe tap attempt, but out of bounds. But nice job, nice display of athleticism there by the senior.
Nice job by Hubacher. Nice job by the offensive line, giving him time. Liam keeping his eyes downfield, probably could have tucked it and just got 5 yards and ran out of bounds, but firing it downfield, trying to pick up 10 or more. Incomplete, but in a position where it's not at risk. Even if Grayson brings that in, that's great, it's a first down. If he doesn't miss it, it just goes out of bounds. Second down, live to fight again.
And that's the thing you've highlighted about Hubacher is he gets more comfortable. He's going to say, okay, 5's better than a chance of, hey, maybe I'll get 12, but it's going to be a really difficult play. Here we go. That's Carter Nelson. That's one-on-one coverage. That might be offensive pass interference. I suggest it probably is. Hope it's not, but I think it's going to be called that. We shall see.
A lot of contact. It did look like number 1, Nelson had his arm kind of most extended, kind of a read option for Liam Hubacher, and then it looked like he had the opportunity to either run it or throw it. Ends up throwing it downfield for an incomplete to Nelson. But as you mentioned, a flag on the play.
Flag on the play, officials talking it over.
They're coming over to the Rocket side.
Yeah, so guys, I think there were 2 flags there thrown, both on the Arrows. One came obviously there in the goal line, one about where the linebackers lined up about 5 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Legal man downfield by the Arrows, and then pass interference by the Arrows. The legal man downfield is
declined.
Declined. Thank you, Tony.
Yep. Here for you.
Got to get Doug Haydette a score update here. He let AC know he hadn't been seeing it. Here we go. Doug Haydette. Thanks to him for helping us out. Lots and lots of information that he gives us all season long. So big, huge shout out to Doug. He's a great guy and a very valued member here in the community, part of many things here, Community Foundation and whatnot, and just authored an incredible piece on the 20-year anniversary of the 2006 Arrow football team, and I have to admit that is the team that pulled me in and made me a lifelong Arrow fan, led by Taylor Housewright and company. That was an amazing, amazing stretch of football. Before you got to Ashland, Tony.
I was here. I just wasn't watching high school sports. I was here in 2005.
Oh, so you could have watched amazing football.
Could have.
I was 2 years old, I might add.
Oh, thanks. You have a mute button for that guy?
Good thing you got that in, AC. Dynamite drop in. Second down and 25, ball on the 37. Third quarter, 7:06, 7-0 Arrows over the Rockets. Hubacher takes the shotgun snap, looks for receiver, gets it to Jeff Hickey. Yes, Jeff Hickey. Great job, nice pickup. Tony, that was a third and or second and forever. Got about half of it.
Second and 25 and picked up 12 of it. Yeah, nice job by Jeff Hickey on the in route, just kind of settling in, not continuing to run too far and running right into that middle linebacker. Jeff, a senior wideout, played a lot of cornerback last year, getting a chance tonight to play some offense and all season long. First catch here for Jeff brings up third and now maybe not manageable, but third and probable, third and 13.
Going for it all, KOB. Yep. That is a touchdown, Arrows. KOB's touchdown number 21 of his career. Four now shy of the record, all-time receiving record by the all-time great, Chris Thomas.
A go route for Killian O'Brien, lined up on the second position, just outrunning the cornerback. Nice job by Liam Hubacher getting that thing thrown up high enough and deep enough, allowing him to bring it in. A catch of 25, and Killian O'Brien gives Ashland a 13-0 lead with an extra point on the way.
Roop. KOB gonna hold. Roop into this one. That's right down Broadway. 14-0 Arrows lead Bay. 6:22 to go here in the third quarter. We'll be right back right after this.
Ashland isn't just where we work. It's our home. From glorious country to Main Street parades, we're proud to be part of what makes this town special. At Bill Harris Dealerships, being a key member of the community is one of our core values. But it's more than that. It's a responsibility. Because without Ashland, without you, we wouldn't be here. So stay golden, Ashland. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Bo Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust. Done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Bo Lacey Construction.
Aiden Chandler down on the sideline with Carson Roop, the field commander. AC.
Down here on the Bo Lacey Construction sideline, band member of the week, Carson Rep. You're a junior, field commander, first year as field commander, I assume. What excites you about getting to direct the band on Friday nights?
I love the leadership. I love the memories that I make with everybody. Getting up on the podium and just watching everybody smile. We're all having fun. They always say it's better to lead the band than be playing.
How many members are in this year's band?
I would say we have about 90 to 100 band members. So I think that's how many we have.
What's your favorite thing about Friday night football?
Definitely the memories that I make with all my friends, hearing all the instruments, being on the field and a part of the Friday night. It's like, I want to say it's magical.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What was today's theme for your guys' halftime performance? First one of the year.
Yes. Today's theme was our dance. So we played a lot of songs like 60s dance and stuff like that. So yeah, that was our theme.
What other activities are you involved in at Ashland High School?
So not only am I involved in marching band as head field commander, I am also a member of the symphonic band. I play French horn. I am the vice president of student council. I am a member of our community service club, and I'm also a member of our Moto United Nations.
Very involved. That's a good thing. I know you still have some time with another year after your junior here about to get started, but any plans for after high school? Have you started thinking about that?
Yes, I really want to go to John Carroll University in Cleveland and study law.
Got it. Chris Mowry's son up there is at John Carroll going into his senior year.
Save your pennies, young man. Save your pennies.
He said save your pennies. Anyone you would like to shout out in front of our viewers tonight?
The biggest shout out would have to be my mom, Natasha Rep. She is the founder and owner of Clover Kids Early Learning Center in Ontario. She's also the owner of Clover Kids Resale in Ashland. So she is very big on leadership. And so she was the most inspiring to me to become a leader. I love following in her footsteps. And Mom, if you're watching, I love you.
I love that answer. All right, last question for you. Who's our biggest rival in the OCC?
Lexington.
We're 3 for 3 tonight, guys.
No, we're not, AC. We're not 3 for 3. We're 3 years for 3 years. Undefeated as always. Aiden Chandler down there with the Bo Lacey Construction interview. Field commander for Marty Krall's marching band, Carson Rep. 14-0 Ashland, 3rd down and 10. Bay has the football at the 20-yard line, Tony. They got the ball on the kickoff, haven't had any advancement of the ball, brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, first down, a 1-yard loss on the pass to Nathan Klinger, the 3rd, and then a run by George Benko, good for 1, but still sets up 3rd and 10. Ashland defense looking for a 3 and out.
State of Hayesville is celebrating at this point, 21-0. The Falcons over the Pirates of Black River. Flushed is Cleary. There's a bunch of room, but that ball is going to be caught. Wowski might want to see that one on replay. That is Luke Harmon, Tony, pulling that one in for a first down, 15-yard gainer.
Cleary just finding some space. Looked like he was going to run it. A couple Ashland defenders starting to step up to put some pressure on Cleary on the run, and he fires, finding Harmon good for a Rockets first down.
Whitaker Meyer sponsors us, talking about all the contests in the county all season long. Loudonville 21, Mapleton 14 in the 3rd quarter, Tony.
It's a close one.
Yep.
Like that.
Mapleton's had a good couple seasons here, not too long ago, after a couple down years. Clear handoff, McManaman. Bulldog, he's a bulldog, Tony. 3-yard gain, just puts his head down, kind of like Ironhead Haywood from back in our youth. Well, my youth anyways.
Bryden Boland, just a missed tackle there. Going to probably hear it from Coach Stackhouse when he gets to the sideline. Just putting his head down. Have to continue to play with control, with your head up, getting that face mask right on that football, driving through, bringing your feet, grabbing some jersey. Nice job by the Ashland defense, though, just giving up 3 yards.
Look, you're up by 2 scores, Tony, 14 points. Bay has not demonstrated they're going to take big shots and get big plays. You got to keep everything in front of you. The one big play we've given up, one of the 2, is one where they got behind us. So the Arrows mentality, well, now I say that, look, they're going to bring pressure. It does appear on 2nd down and 7. But nothing over your head. Keep Cleary have to beat you in front of you. Quick hitter, and that ball is pulled in by Beggs, and he's still going, Tony, out over midfield. I jinxed us. Unfortunately, first down across midfield for Bay.
Yeah, that's what you give up. You give up the middle when you bring some extra pressure as a linebacker. Nice read there by Cleary, finding Beggs, and then a missed tackle once again by the Arrows, giving up a few extra yards after the catch, and a man down for Bay.
Number on that young man. AC, you got a number on it?
Number 4 is down.
That's going to be
Number 4
Beggs.
is Beggs, who just caught that ball. A captain for head coach Nick Bigrig. We'll take a quick break and be right back right after this.
Ashland isn't just where we work, it's our home. From glorious country to Main Street parades, we're proud to be part of what makes this town special. At Bill Harris Dealerships, being a key member of the community is one of our core values. But it's more than that. It's a responsibility. Because without Ashland, without you, we wouldn't be here. So stay golden, Ashland. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Bo Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Bo Lacey Construction.
Simonson Construction is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics, the most trusted and efficient construction company in the region. With a long history of doing things the right way from concept to completion, Simonson Construction solves all your construction needs for commercial and public projects. A truly local company providing award-winning comprehensive design-build services since 1974. For more information, scan the QR code or go to simonsonconstruction.com. Come visit the South.
Brody Beggs, after getting stretched out from that cramp, hobbles off. The senior captain for head coach Nick Bigrig brings up first down and 10 after that big Beggs play, Tony. Gets it across midfield to the 49-yard line, and a first down here for Cleary and the Rockets. Traditional 4-wide formation, 3 to the wide side left, 1 to the short side right with a flanker behind him, a running back. Cleary takes the snap, and he is pressured, but that is caught by Harmon. Harmon going to get tackled by a gang of arrows, and that'll be a 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. Another cramp.
A tunnel screen for Luke Harmon III coming from the right side, trying to catch him all the way in the middle.
Harmon down. He's got a cramp as well. That one looks like it is painful. We'll be right back after this short timeout.
Ashland isn't just where we work. It's our home. From glorious country to Main Street parades, we're proud to be part of what makes this town special. At Bill Harris Dealerships, being a key member of the community is one of our core values. But it's more than that. It's a responsibility. Because without Ashland, without you, we wouldn't be here. So stay golden, Ashland. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Bo Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Bo Lacey Construction.
Welcome back to Bay High School. Tony Van Dyne, my partner, said Harmon's going to come off after that cramp, and Beggs, after his previous cramp, going to come back on. Guess what?
Here he comes.
Here he comes. Cramps are a thing here early in the season high school football, and they are displaying it today. Clock running again. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. 2nd down and 8 from the 47. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Running back behind Cleary. Cleary takes the snap, delayed, and smoked.
Ryder Owens just coming unblocked. Going to take out George Benko for a loss of 4.
AC got a lot to consider here in the Big Land Home Improvement big hit of the day.
Yeah, Arrow coaching staff wanted a false start there. I'm sure they're happy with the loss of down and the result of that play.
Have to agree with you. What do you think about those wheels baseball head coach A.J. Beers got, AC? You should get a pair of those.
I haven't seen them yet. Oh, the bright orange? Yeah, those are hot.
3rd down, 13. 1 minute, 50 seconds to go. 14-0 Ashland. Now on the Ashland side are the Bay Rockets. Big play right here, Tony. Ground ball fielded by Cleary. Going across the middle. Great job by Cook to break that one up. Fabulous job of playing Rover there. Center field, knocking that one away. 4th down, 13. Ball at the 48. You would anticipate a punt coming up.
Yeah, Landon Cook just reading that route early on. Logan Big Rig trying to go up, but Landon Cook playing defense just a little bit better, slapping it away, bringing up 4th down, and bringing in that punting unit one more time. Going to see number 19, Griffin Roop, come back in for the Rockets. And we're going to send Killian O'Brien
and Jeff Hickey deep.
And Jeff Hickey back.
And KOB heading back to that normal position where he'll flank Hickey deep. Both of those guys have breakaway power, speed, and elusiveness. If they get one in space, Tony, they can both take it to the house. We shall see. Punt is away, just about blocked. That's a shank off to the right. Bounding, bounding, bounding. Hickey gets away from it, yelling poison. That ball is going to be downed at the 32-yard line. We will call it. Arrows will take over with 1:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Up 14 points. We'll keep it right here.
Nice
Tony, your thoughts so far in the 3rd quarter?
Yeah, 3rd quarter playing pretty well. Nice job by the offense. Finding Killian O'Brien on a nice pass route to open up the score just a little bit more and put on 7 more points. Kind of makes the scoreboard feel a little bit more confident. But not a whole lot of offense other than that. You know, continuing to try to knock on the door with some Grayson Baith runs and Liam looking downfield. But for the most part, it's just kind of been an exchange of 2 offenses that are still looking to find some identity and find some explosive plays later here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. I like what I see. You know, I know a guy that when we did the preseason show highlighted Landon Cook and thought he really could be an unsung hero that wasn't getting a lot of run, wasn't getting a lot of talk, right? You got a new quarterback coming in, so everybody's focused on Hubacher. You got a returning, which I'll call him an Ohio, and he'll probably be that this year. He's demonstrated a great sophomore and a really good junior year in KOB. And then you had Grayson Blau, who we had on the previous show, fabulous kid, a really good player, a 3-year starter now on both sides of the ball. But I think Landon Cook, and he showed it today, like he is playing really good in coverage, playing a good back end in center field, and really doing a good job, running good routes, not getting the ball all the time, but that's not his position to have to say, I got to get the ball, I got to get the ball. If he runs a guy off and gets KOB or Hickey open or whatever, hey, you can make some damage that way too.
Yeah, I saw in the scrimmage against Ontario, and more of it tonight, Landon's not afraid to come up and run support. You know, sometimes safeties just want to play in the back and want to be the guy who's going to pick something off or play some coverage, but he understands that his role is to play run support, to run that lane, to get in the backfield, to make an attempt on a ball that, if it's 50-50 and he decides to go, he's going to go. And so far, Landon Cook playing extremely well defense, 2 interceptions for the Arrow defense, and 1 fumble recovery has led to this 14-0 lead for the Arrows.
Arrows rushed the ball for 48 yards on 13 attempts, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, 14 completions. That's a mixture of Hubacher and Graber. Keep in mind, Graber owns one of the 2 touchdowns, Hubacher the other. First down and 10, ball to 31. Arrows take over here at the close out of the third quarter. Grayson Baith with a fabulous run up the gut, give him 8 yards. We call it 2nd down and 2.
I love that run, right up the middle. We've seen a lot of runs that have gone for 1 or 2, and they're trying to keep bouncing it outside and get to the outside, get to the numbers. This time, Grayson Baith just kind of made up his mind, hey, this is going to be between the guards. This is going to be right up the middle. Takes a little bit of a price from the middle linebacker, but not before he can pick up 8 yards. And now you're making it 2nd and short, and now you have an opportunity from an offensive coaching staff to really open up the playbook.
Grayson Baith hits his top end speed after a few steps. He doesn't take a long time to get going. I love the quick hitter in between tackles. Design run, Hubacher left side, out over the 45-yard line, give him forward no, he's not down. Give him forward progress out to the 48-yard line. That is a first down, move the sticks, 35 seconds on the clock. Hubacher out of bounds, so that stops the clock.
Design quarterback draw this time for Liam Hubacher, and that lets the outside tackles not worry about the ends. As long as they go to the outside, they know, hey, let them go and go up and get a middle linebacker, find a safety. The offensive line does a nice job with that. Good job, Malachi Riley and Tegan Sauter, the guys on the outside, and then the inside gets a nice push. O'Toole, Rosser, and Blau. Nice job there, fellas. First down, Ashland.
Another BB&C Car Care first down. Scoring drives brought to us all season long by the Norma Foundation. Baith, another opportunity for a first down. He's got it out to the 40, down to the 35, pulled down from behind at the 35. Tony, this run game, you keep doing it, you keep doing it, you keep doing it, you wear down the defense, and then here all of a sudden, late in the third, early in the fourth, all through the fourth, you start wearing people down.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it, especially teams that are asking guys to go both ways, and both the Rockets and the Arrows are asking them to do that. And then all of a sudden, you have to find out, okay, what sort of depth do we have? Obviously, Grayson Baith would love to play some defense. He talked about that in the pregame, in the preseason show. He's just like, I hope to play some middle linebacker, some outside linebacker, but I'm sure the offensive coaching staff says, we'd also love for you to be fresh here in the third quarter, and now as we hit triple zeros in the fourth quarter to close out a game. Ashland up, 14-0.
14-0, Ashland leads the Bay Rockets. Come on back for the all-important fourth quarter right after this.
Just talking about Landon Cook and his blocking tonight. That previous run by Grayson Baith was in part to Landon Cook's blocking. 15 extra yards because of Landon Cook's block there.
Look, I know the guy up here doing most of the talking. That was his guy to highlight for the year, Tony. I'm going to keep reminding you. Landon Cook had a great year. And last year, I'm down on the field. He shows out against Mount Vernon, and I, in the previous post-game show, said, Who are you?
Where have you been?
Where have you been, man? He had a great game, a breakout campaign. First down and 10, ball to 34. Comfort control, fourth quarter, ready to get underway. Designed run, Hubacher out to the 30. Forwards it up to, we'll call it the 29-yard line, so the clock's going to keep running. Something to keep in mind, Bay hasn't demonstrated really being able to move the ball in chunk plays, Tony. They're down by 2 scores. You kind of like your idea here to start using some clock. I don't want to say that like that to mean, hey, we got to use it up, but nonetheless, something to keep in your back pocket.
Yeah, especially if you're making some progress, which the Ashland Arrows have been. But then again, were 2 drives in the first half that Ashland stalled out.
Yep.
You know, just shy of the red zone on both sides. One going to the left, one going to the right. Opportunities to score. That second down rolled into a fourth down, and then Bay was able to get away with no points. Now sitting at 2nd and 5. Liam feeling good. Baith running the football well. Go back to Baith one more time.
Baith out to the 26-yard line. That's where he's going to get swallowed up. They'll give him forward progress to the 26. That feels like it's going to be illegal motion, and it is on the Arrows on a wide receiver. So that'll negate that Baith run.
Legal shift on Ashland.
Reminder, join us for the post-game show brought to us by our friends in Janney and Mansfield. Check out Rich Sturry at Janney for all of your financial needs. We'll have the Truex Printing MVP of the game or player of the game. Tony's turning point of the game brought to us by Bo Lacey Construction.
That's right.
The Big Land Home Improvement big hit of the day AC is going to hand out. We'll talk about next week when we travel to Marion Harding.
And player of the game?
Player of the game, also known as the Truex Printing player of the game. Second down and 10, ball to 34. Hubacher up the center, out to the 30. He's got side down the right side, and he's down to the 20, the 15. Look at him go, the 10, the 5. Down at the 1. Awesome run on a design quarterback run by Liam Hubacher, Tony.
Liam Hubacher goes for 33 yards. I actually thought he missed the read. I thought the better read was going to be to Baith to the outside, and Liam says, hey, just watch this. Just kind of navigating his way through would-be tacklers all the way down to the 1-yard line. Arrows right back to the football, trying to go quick.
Into the Ashland Eye Care red zone here, guys.
Hubacher trying. Oh, look at that. He says, yep. Go ahead and around the left side, Tony, touchdown Arrows, 20-0.
Trying to knock right up the middle a couple times. Liam Hubacher continues just to push, and finally he said, hey, I watched Nathan Bernhardt do this a couple times. He pops out and goes around the left side and lays a little bit of hit on the would-be tackler Logan Gonzalez on the way to an Ashland Arrow touchdown. Their third of the game, and Ashland jumps out to a 20-0 fourth quarter lead.
Carter Nelson with a cramp as he was running off the field there. He's down on the 6-yard line.
AC, I'm most worried about you cramping. Are you close?
I'm good. I've been moving around, trying to keep the legs moving. We're doing well.
It's good. I've been worrying about you. 10 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 20-0 lead. You're looking for the Roop PAT here to put the Arrows up by 3 scores. Fantastic football game here if you're an Arrow supporter. Tony's through, we call it 3 quarters of play. Pretty fantastic. Thanks, Tony. That was an excellent drop-in. AC will have Haley Cromer come up here as Sweetie of the Week here in the fourth quarter a little bit later on. AC told you about Carter Nelson. He's limping off there after that cramp. Thanks to Courtney Turner for letting us borrow the cushioned table, we'll call it, the training table.
Yeah.
My gosh, this thing is fabulous. It's got about 6 inches of padding on it and all of our gear. Big special thanks to Brandon Gunder for running the controls, Garth Boyd for his wizardry, the IT mecca.
Building a scoreboard.
Really a scoreboard as we're talking. PAT by Roop is up and good, 21-0. Steve Paramore running the camera, Aiden Chandler down on the sideline, my buddy TVD to my right, and Connor Bixler, the newest addition to Ashland City Schools. 21-0 Ashland. We got a short timeout right here. We'll come on back.
Simonson Construction is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics, the most trusted and efficient construction company in the region. With a long history of doing things the right way from concept to completion, Simonson Construction solves all your construction needs for commercial and public projects. A truly local company providing award-winning comprehensive design-build services since 1974. For more information, scan the QR code or go to simonsonconstruction.com. Come visit the South Street Grill in downtown Ashland, the official watch location every Friday night during the Arrows football season. You can catch all the action in the bar area on the big screens. Elevated casual dining in downtown Ashland, steaks, seafood, hand-patted burgers, vegetarian options, salads, and a huge kids menu. Something for everyone in a completely renovated, historic building. South Street Grill, your home for Arrows football.
21-0, Ashland leads Bay. We're at Memorial Stadium inside the Priest Dental Broadcast Perch, we're going to call it tonight. And the Arrows getting ready to get into this one. Nevin LaRue going to do the kickoff here for head coach Scott Valentine. Stay in bounds. That one's going to go out of bounds. There's nothing you'd rather see if you're head coach Nick Bigrig than a kickoff out of bounds. Get the ball at the 40.
That's right. Nevin was able to kick off the previous touchdown after Killian O'Brien's 25-yard touchdown reception from Liam Hubacher. Asked to come out one more time after Hubacher goes for a 1-yard touchdown run to open the game up 21-0. Ryan Stackhouse defense asked to come back out one more time. 10:26 to go here in the game with an opportunity for a shutout here on week 1, Chris.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's been fantastic. You script it how you think you've got to play a good game, and what do you have to do? Don't make penalties. Don't turn the football over. Play solid defense. For the most part, the Arrows have done that, kept everything in front of them.
Be opportunistic, get a turnover.
Opportunistic, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery, lots of big hits, setting the tone there. So, hey, a lot of great things to be excited for if you're an Ashland Arrows supporter this year. From what you've seen through a little over 3+ quarters of football here in the 2026 football campaign. T, I said it a couple times, Tony, it's Team 120. Amazing. This is the 120th campaign of Ashland Arrows football, and only the 3rd meeting between these two schools. Series knotted up 1-1. We were victorious last year 43-10 at Community Stadium. Cleary in the gun, fields another ground ball and gets that one out. That ball is going to be caught by Josh Chess, and that is going to be close to midfield. We'll call it the 49-yard line for a first down.
That completion is enough for the Rocket.
And we've got a player down. That's an Ashland Arrow down around the original line of scrimmage. Bodie Smith trying to help his buddy up. We have not seen a number yet.
I believe that's Blau.
Grayson Blau, last guy you wanted to see down. Might be just a cramp. You know, Tony and Aiden, we had him on in the preview show, and that was really the first time I've spent some time with Grayson Blau. And I've talked to him obviously in the post game a few times, but that was really the first extended conversation I've had with him. And I have to tell you, that is a young man that is really put together well, articulates well, has good formed thoughts and opinions and answers, and I was just really impressed with the kid.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, comes from good family, had a couple of older brothers that didn't go the football route, went the cross-country route, but still led well in the Ashland City School District. His parents are highly involved in the community, and he's been asked to kind of fill in a really unique role. He's one of only 2 senior offensive linemen and defensive linemen on the entire team, and the only offensive line or defensive lineman coming in with any playing experience. He not only needs to set the expectations of what it means to be a Ashland Arrow, but he's also kind of looked at to be the guy of for the coaching staff, we don't have to worry about number 75. We know that Grayson's going to take care of business. Good to see Grayson up, kind of gingerly walking off the field. The Blau family had the offensive line over. His dad Chris said they plowed through about 15 pounds of pulled pork and 5 pounds of ribs and more macaroni and cheese than you want to imagine. But just a great family and a great family to pull the team together. Glad to see that he's up and moving. Going to be filled in here by number 77. Nope, 17, sorry. Number 17,
Graber.
Carson Graber. Not only does he play quarterback, but he plays defensive line as well.
Now we have both quarterbacks out there on the football field on the defensive side, gentlemen. Cleary going to get sacked, pulled down by number 10. That's not Nathan Bernhard, folks.
Bryden Bolin, nice job coming off the edge, coming off quickly. faster than Patrick Cleary can get it out. Nice job wrapping him down for a sack. -6 yards for the Rockets.
Yeah, we're approaching that number we set as well. Second down, 16, ball to 45. As you can see, 9 minutes, 50 seconds to go here from Bay High School. Your Ashland Arrows up 21-0. Thanks to all of our presenting sponsors this season as we bring you Arrow Athletics, not only football, but basketball, both boys and girls, and baseball as we get to the spring. Tony, hard to believe summer coming to an end. High school football here in the state of Ohio kicks off, and this is the most anticipated 10 weeks of the calendar and the fastest 10 weeks of the calendar for sure. Second down, 16. Cleary drops back again. Nice job of moving up in the pocket. He's going to go for it all. And he has it pulled in, and the Cardinals sin yet again. Don't let anybody behind you if you're an Ashland Arrow. Defensive back. Ball is pulled in. That's Brayton Stewart, free safety, to let that Bay Rocket get behind him, and Cleary was able to find him for a huge gainer down the center of the football field. Tony, that's going to bring up 1st and goal from 6.
Yeah, not really even all that bad defense. He got behind him, but it seemed like he was able to track that football pretty well. Just wasn't able to get his hand up before the Rocket, Ben Rickson, could bring it down. First time we're going to see the Rockets now in their red zone. Opportunity for the Ashland defense to put up a little bit of a stand. 6 yards remain.
I'll tell you, Bay hasn't had too many BB&C Car Care first downs. They have on this drive. That's the second or third one here. And Cleary from the 6. Nope, we're going to get a timeout called. That is by Ryan Stackhouse's defensive unit going to call a timeout here. AC, what have you seen so far? Your quick thoughts on 3+ quarters of play.
Yeah, I feel like the only area our defense has struggled in is in the middle of the field. We've given up a lot of big plays in the middle of the field. Obviously, ball in the middle of the field right now just got beat deep. We got to take away the middle, force the quarterback to throw it outside because we've been doing a good job in coverage on the outside. Take away the middle of the field with 8 minutes and 43 seconds left to go.
I think this is a big spot, Tony, for Ryan Stackhouse. And I'm not surprised I called a timeout here to talk about it. It's the first time you've had your opponent in the red zone.
Yep.
It's the first time your back's against the goal line. And the first time that, you're really saying, okay, look, guys, we got a chance to do something we don't do a lot of times, and that shuts somebody out in high school football. What's the message if you're Ryan Stackhouse right now?
I think more than anything, it's an opportunity just to slow things down. You have your guys run 50 yards. Your brains are going fast. You're trying to get lined up. Obviously, the Rockets want to go quick because they want to take advantage of the energy that the crowd brings after a big play. I think just the opportunity to tell your guys, hey, we know what we do on goal line. We know the packages. Take a breath. Take a relax. Maybe switch some guys in or out if you need to. If you can get Grayson back in there, that'd be great. And now Nick Bigrig wants to take his own timeout to say, okay, I want to talk about it now too. So you even get another opportunity. And now all of the energy from the Rockets in the stadium has dissipated. So now Ashland can be a little bit more aggressive. They can come out and try to put up a 4-down stand.
Well, it's week 1. And you saw Nick Bigrig take a timeout there after Scott Valentine. Ryan Stackhouse took a timeout.
Yep.
They didn't have the right personnel out there. That's the truth. They did not have who they wanted in that set. So it's one of those things where you're saying, my goodness, how do we not line up correctly coming out of a tight end with the correct personnel? Look, man, it's week 1. They're high school kids. They're 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, right? They're going to make mistakes. So he's forced to burn his first timeout of the second half. And the Bay Rockets come out in that formation we saw earlier. 2 tight ends flanking Cleary to the right, and then a wide receiver wide left, a wide receiver wide right. So we'll see if they bring that formation back again.
And sometimes it's not even the kids, it's just the wide receiver coach saying, I want my best wide receivers in. And then all of a sudden the coach says, oh, but I called a running play, or I called a reverse, or a jet sweep. And she's like, oh, I don't want to do that. I want this other kid in. So it could even be a coaching thing of just having the right personnel in everywhere. Now both teams are set. 1st and goal.
Packed package here. Tight ends, both sides, 1 in motion now, 2 receivers, 1 each wide left and right. Cleary has to force the ground ball. He picks that up. Oh, that ball was tipped and just about had a chance. But we do have a flag down. That's illegal motion going to go against the Bay Rockets. False start on the Rockets.
Hey guys, just a few scoring updates here. Shelby leads Madison 54-0. New Philadelphia trails Louisville 7-17 to score. Dover leads Glen Oak 22-14. Hilliard-Davidson leads Mansfield Senior 23-0. Lexington trails Ontario 21-7, the score of that game in the third quarter. West Holmes trails Triway 21-7, also the score of that game in the third quarter. Worcester-Norville still tied at 7 there in the third quarter.
What about the Hayesville Falcons?
I just got that one. 27-0. Hillsdale. Loudonville leads 34-14.
First down at 11 from the 11. First and goal from the 11. Superintendent Steve Paramore, let me know about my alma mater, what he thought about it there. 8 minutes, 37 seconds to go. Cleary,
another
round
bad
right
snap.
edge. Yep. And going to be knocked down at about the 10, we'll call it. So that'll bring up second down and goal from the 10.
Back-to-back times that either Cleary has to go down to pick up the football. This one just kind of rolls back to him. Cleary, obviously understanding that the plays are now busted, just getting back to the line of scrimmage, trying to make something out of nothing.
Well, Cleary is probably a middle infielder on the baseball team, I'm going to guess.
Seems right.
Yeah, seems about right. He's been short hop, picking up some of those snaps from his buddy. That center is Brennan Belton.
Guys, he's been doing that all second half. I've noticed snaps have been low since we came out of the locker room.
5 wide, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Cleary in the gun. Arrows showing pressure. They bring it. One-on-one, thrown out of the back of the end zone. Cleary just trying to get rid of it.
Great pressure by the defensive front and linebackers, just bringing more than the offensive line's ready for. Bring in 6, and Cleary just throwing it up, trying to give an opportunity to Josh Sesh to make a play. Landon Cook, though, in the coverage, making sure not only does Josh not see the football, but if anybody was going to bring that down, it was going to be Landon. Now third and goal, sitting on the 10-yard line.
Blau and I believe it was Bodie Smith might have got in there. Bolin got in there and wreaked havoc. And Cleary wisely, Tony, just threw it out of the back of the end zone. Live to fight another day. Third down and goal from the 10. Arrows up 21-0. 7 minutes, 36 seconds to go. Reminder to join us here on the Janney postgame show. We'll have interviews with the players, head coach Scott Valentine, and others.
Trying to go isolation up top.
First time out of the gun. That's one-on-one. That's hand fighting all around. And that is a flag. Incomplete, they call it, but they're going to say that's a KOB.
15er.
I don't know about that one. I was right here.
Tough call.
I was right here. It was going both ways.
You can see it on the Sarver Paving replay. I'll let you make up your own mind.
This is one of those unique ones, though, Chris. We've been here before that it's not an automatic first down. So this is a unique one that it's half the distance to the goal, I believe. Whereas in college and NFL, we're just so used to pass interference down the field. It's going to be first and goal on the whatever, but they're going to march off half the distance, a 5-yard penalty on Killian O'Brien, and they're going to replay the down.
So leave the down at 3.
Yeah.
So third and goal from the 5. Look, it's a great penalty if you think you're burnt. I've said that many times.
Correct.
You do not want to give up a touchdown, especially in this situation where they move it half the distance closer, which is a 5-yard penalty essentially, and you save 6 points off the board. So we shall see. Third down and goal from the 5. Cleary back under center the second time in as many snaps in the second time of the game. That's isolation to the right. They're going one-on-one, and that ball is going to be caught for a touchdown. That is the captain for Big Rig squad, Ethan Sedovic. Bay on the board.
You could kind of see it coming. They went to that play last time trying to pick on Killian O'Brien, trusting their senior Ethan Sedovic. Once again, this time for a 5-yard out route, Ethan Sedovic connecting with a pass from Patrick Cleary. And the first points of the Rockets get on the board, 7.5 to go, trailing 21-6.
Yeah, 7 minutes, 24 seconds to go. World's not over, right? You're well in control. You got a 2-score lead. If you could somehow miraculously get a hand on this one and keep it off the board, we shall see. But the Arrows still in good control, even though that touchdown was put on the board by Bay and Sedovic. Ball is
good
up.
Pressure.
Yep, and through the uprights, making our score 21-7. The Arrows get the ball when we come back right after this. head down to AC with our Sweetie of the Week, Haley Cromer.
I've got senior Haley Cromer, team captain of the Sweeties dance team. The Sweetie of the Week delivered by Bo Lacey Construction. Since 1984, experience you can trust, done right on time. Haley, how long have you been a member of the Sweeties dance team?
I've been a Sweetie for 4 years.
4 years. Senior, what's your favorite part of being a Sweetie?
Probably all the memories that we get to make and all the friendships that I've made these 4 years.
So you're a captain of this year's squad. What all does that entail?
Well, being a leader, making sure everyone's having fun, and having a great season.
Perfect. What's your favorite thing about Friday Night Football?
Honestly, everything. It's just so much fun.
The environment's so cool. It's better when we're winning, that's for sure. What other activities are you involved in at the high school?
I'm in musical, sing and swing, and a cappella choir.
Anyone that you would like to shout out in front of our viewers tonight?
My family, just for always supporting me, my coaches, and all my friends.
One last question for you. Who's our biggest rival in the OCC?
Lexington.
100%.
Well, we have patented that play, and it was a kickoff play that was forced a rule change back in the day with Chris Thomas. Greg Galloway used to pooch it right down there, and we had the fastest man known to high school football, Chris Thomas, who'd run under those, Tony, and field them in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable that kid was. And Bay Rockets tried just that, but the Arrows fortunately able to recover. The ball's on the 25-yard line. First down and 10 for Hubacher in the offense, leading the Bay Rockets 21-7. Baith with the handoff out around right end. He's going to get positive yards out to the 30. Still scampering down to the 35 and a first down. Call him down at the 36, a gain of 11.
Yeah, enough for a first down. Nice job by reading your blocks. Nice speed burst just to get to the outside there. Soleil Knack, the linebacker, Lucas Walker out there, would-be tackler for the Rockets, but just not able to keep up with Baith. Nice job kind of weaving through, getting a first down, and getting this game clock running.
Yeah, game clock running, Tony, you're right, under 7 minutes, to go. One thing that is not operational here today at Memorial Stadium is the play clock. So it is on the field, but it's not working. So something the Arrow's going to have to pay attention to. Baith, another handoff out to the 40, past the 42, out to the 44-yard line, let's call it. So another great run. That's an 8-yard pickup, bring up second down and 2.
Once again, nice job by Landon Cook. Nice job by the left guard, Malachi Riley, just getting a little bit of a push, and then let Grayson Baith do the rest. They're going to make your block right. He's going to be able to find space to open things up. Jayan Jarrell also in there, junior, 6'9", 390 pounds, playing left guard. Nice job. I'd be running behind him as well if I could.
So would I. I'd be asking him to create a hole.
Wherever you go, brother.
I know
that's where I'll go.
I know this. You're getting 8 yards a clip here in the fourth down. I'm just going to keep running the football, and that's exactly what Hubacher does. Out to the 47-yard line. Another BB&C Car Care first down for the Arrows. Just over 6 minutes. By the time we snap it, we're going to be well into the 5 minutes to go on the game clock. So, Tony, I'm not doing anything different here. I'm just going to run the football.
Yeah, until the Bay shows you that they're going to do something, they're going to start bringing extra guys to try to force you to do something else. But with that gain of 5, Liam Hubacher goes over 87 yards rushing. Grayson Baith right behind him with 57, 144 rushing yards right now for the Ashland Arrows.
How many?
144. You're not there yet.
Pretty close.
Baith back in motion.
Baith out to the 45, across the 40, makes contact, pulled down at the 36. I like what I'm seeing, Tony. It's a really tough-nosed offensive line here, and the Arrows doing a great job not only getting positive action and positive plays, but staying in bounds.
Staying in bounds, falling forward, yards after catch, running through the tackle, even when you're going down. Number 22, Grayson Baith's going to continue to push forward. That knee's looking strong and healthy, and really it's to the left side of the line. Whatever, Coach Valentine has found, he's liking running to the left. Continue to do that until Bay finds a way to stop it.
Absolutely.
Guys, another BB&C Car Care first down there. All 11 guys on the field doing a good job following their assignment. We're blocking well. The line's doing a phenomenal job. Keep churning clock.
Absolutely. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Hubacher at this point letting the play clock run all the way down before he snaps it. Hubacher round left in, trying to stay in bounds, but he's going to get forced out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. So the clock will stop there.
Gain of 8.5 again.
Clock has not stopped, Tony. Okay. 4 minutes, 25 5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter with a running clock.
It's a gain of 9. It's going to
We'll
be
take it. Second down and 1.
For the Arrows at the 27-yard line.
Rushing yards for the game so far, Tony?
164.
164 on 24 attempts. That's pretty good. Highlighted by Hubacher's 96, Base 68 on 11 carries. So nice job by the 1-2 punch. There's a timeout by head coach Nick Bigrig of the Bay Rockets. Let's keep it right here, Tony.
I think Nick is just kind of realizing, hey, with 4 minutes to go and the ball inside the 30-yard line, this is the stand. You know, you don't get many more opportunities to give up first downs. He's looking at his timeouts and saying, hey, I need to give my guys a rest, and I need to call them into action. Hey, we need to stop, and we need to stop them now because my offense needs the ball back at least 2 more times. So a good timeout. I'm not sure I would take it on 2nd and 1 because it seems like Ashland's going to probably pick up a first down here. I probably would have waited until you could get him into 2nd and long, but maybe he was seeing, hey, my guys are winded. They're getting beat, because clearly they are. Rushes of 9, 5, and 11 for the Ashland Arrows on this drive. Nick Bigrig looking for a week 1 win, and right now he needs a big stand from his defense.
Yeah, and you look at the runs here on this possession. It's Baith for a big one, Baith for a big one, Hubacher for a big one, and then a little one, another big one. The Arrows offensive line, and not only that, but the ball carriers having their way so far here on this drive as we approach the Ashland Eye Care red zone, AC.
I mean, guys, only 3 scores for the Arrows, but we've obviously been doing a good job driving the football on offense. We are just wearing down the defense right here at Bay, and we're going to keep running that ball as you guys are talking about. No reason to stop.
Absolutely not. Arrows lead the Bay Rockets 21-7, 4 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. You would suspect, Tony Van Dyne, especially with this formation, that we are going to, where's the beef package? And here it is. Look at that play. I love that. Hubacher fakes it up the center, pulls back, pulls it down around the what would be left tackle, and then a pickup of about 9 yards.
Yeah, once again,
Awesome.
Liam's just looking to pick up 1 yard, and there's just not a whole lot of push from this young offensive line, but they do a good enough job of collapsing everything down into the inside that Liam can bounce to the outside. A gain of 8 and a first down for Ashland. Now officially in the Ashland Eye Care red zone.
It's a little different than what we've been watching, right, the last few years. 6'5", 230 pounds. He doesn't hide from anybody. Hubacher, 5'11", 180 pounds, gets down behind those big dudes. And you're like, where's
lost.
he at? Where's he at? And then he gets around the edge for 7, 8, 9 yards. So pretty awesome. Here we go. First down and 10. Ball inside the 20-yard line at the 19, the Ashland Eye Care red zone. And Baith in motion gets the handoff down to the 15. Baith is hustling out to the 10. Going to be pulled down about the 9-yard line. So
flag.
Yes.
Looks like it's going to be a hold against the offense.
That one hurts. Hurts just because of how that series looked.
It was it's
beautiful.
moving so well.
It was just fabulous series thus far. But the Arrows able to overcome a penalty, I'm sure, and that'll bring up first down and 20 from the 29-yard line.
The good news is the holding came downfield from an offensive wide receiver, so by the time you step it off, it's just going to be a 4 or 5 yard penalty. First and 14, ball marked down to the 23-yard line. Liam Hubacher getting the call once again from head coach Scott Valentine, and he's going to wait for that back judge to start counting. Under 10 seconds, and now he'll start his play call.
Thanks for the correction on the 2nd and 14. Hubacher around right in, changes the ball to his outside arm. Well done. And Hubacher going to get the ball down to about the 15-yard line. Clock's going to keep running. Bay has 1 timeout left. Head coach Scott Valentine has 2 if he needs them. We're under 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. A reminder to stay with us here in the Janney postgame show. We'll have interviews with head coach Scott Valentine, defensive coordinator Ryan Stackhouse. We'll see if we get over the 5-word responses from him, several players, and Hudson will make his first appearance here with Team 120, Tony Van Dyne, in the postgame with AC.
Best part about this drive, Chris, I think it started with about 7 minutes to go, so not only has Ashland been able to sustain a drive, but they've really just ran this clock off. The Rockets putting up their first score, and you really thought, hey, if they could get the ball back, maybe something could happen. And now 5 minutes in, Ashland with another first down. Grayson Baith goes for 7 or 8 yards, and that could just about do it here tonight for the Rockets.
Drop the chains, boys. That ball's first and goal from the 9. Ashland up 21-7 with a running clock here, approaching 2 minutes to go.
It's going to be first and goal for the Arrows at the 9.
Arrows going to have to snap it, Tony. The decision you have is, do you go with the best play in all of football, which is?
The knee, but you still got a timeout for Bay. I think they're still going to run a play.
I hope they do, but it would be known as victory formation, AC, just so you know. Here we go. Hubacher waiting until the back judge puts his hand up to signal.
There's
5
10.
seconds, or 10, excuse me.
Then he'll go to 5.
And then we'll get a snap. Hubacher, keeper, down to the 5. 4-3, touchdown Arrows. They are able to convert that drive. Another touchdown Hubacher, Tony, 27-7. And the beautiful thing about that drive was it was executed beautifully. One issue with the hold, right? But the Arrows matched the offensive touchdown by Bay with the own at the other end to take back a 20-point lead.
Yeah, it's Liam Hubacher's quickness and his elusiveness that's the key for this drive. It looked like he was going to be dead to rights in the backfield, and then all of a sudden he decides to bounce it to the outside, goes for 9 yards, and Liam Hubacher's second rushing touchdown. That puts him over 120 yards on the game on the ground, 16 attempts, and with the extra point, puts Ashland on the lead, 28-7.
Been a fantastic, we'll keep it right here, guys. I'll come to you here in a second, AC, but 28-7. Tony, absolutely fantastic display. And we talked about it in the preview show. We didn't know what to expect.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't because we didn't have faith in these guys. That's not the case. We just hadn't seen them play. We haven't seen these guys play a lot of the positions they're in this tonight because we had guys that were just bell cows, if you will, the last couple of years, and those guys are graduated. I said when we come on in the preview show, hey, these guys are going to have a chance to sow their own seed, and we'll see if they can blossom.
Yeah, and I think even for Team 120 tonight, they're figuring out what their DNA is. We were talking to the coaches in the preseason show to say, what do you name this team? What's the characteristics of this team? And the answer really came out of like, we don't know yet. We don't know when they're tested. We don't know when they get out there and they actually start to put it together, what sort of team dynamics this team is going to have. And sure enough, this young offensive line has put it together. Liam Hubacher has played well. Killian O'Brien, 100 yards receiving, 7 touches and a touchdown reception. The defense with 3 turnovers. So even the team is figuring out, hey, we're Team 120, and we're here for at least 10, if not more games.
Absolutely.
Aiden.
Yeah, guys, I've been really impressed with Hubacher. Obviously, we've seen him fly around on the defensive side of the ball, but showing his athleticism with his legs. Over 100 rushing yards, the score there. He's playing really well. Really, I'm impressed with everybody tonight. All around, obviously you can't say it's a great performance. It's week 1. There's always things to work on, but all around, this is a really, really good week 1 performance from this Arrow football team.
And Tony, we've been around this Arrow coaching staff for quite some time. What does Coach Valentine say all the time, every week to us early in the campaigns? He says, we're going to get better from week 1 to week 2, boys, but we're really going to get better from week 2 to week 3.
Yeah, the biggest spot of improvement that he has seen over his 30 years of coaching is usually on week 2, because as much as he knows, hey, these guys have put in the work and these guys have earned the spot as starters for week 1, until the lights get kicked on, until the officials come, until all the pageantry happens on a Friday night and you find out either things go well or things don't go well. And let's be honest, Chris, in the game of football and the game of life, both are going to happen.
Yep.
How do you respond? That's when Coach Valentine can begin to say, okay, now I know the players. Now I know how they're going to react. Now I know their temperament. And the biggest improvement comes from week 1 to week 2.
In week 2 is Marion Harding, a team that we have had our way with, if you will, the last many years. Harding has been a battle game that we've had for a lot of years and a lot of decades at Ashland High School. We've been victorious over those guys for a lot of consecutive years. We play for the bell, Tony, as you know. When we did the preview show in the community room, it was right off to Aiden's right-hand side, right
Yep.
there in the community room on display. So that trophy will be up for grabs next week. We'll be making the pilgrimage down to Marion Harding, home of
The Presidents?
Warren G. Harding.
Warren G. Harding. Yeah, and the Presidents, I think, continue to be a team that have been unable to find a consistent head coach, and I think they have it. And now that they have a consistent head coach, now the football team can begin to adapt to an offensive playbook, a defensive philosophy. You can build some camaraderie that you just haven't been able to. And I think Marion Harding, of all the teams in our schedule, is a team that we're going to see continue to improve. And I know they've got week 2 against Ashland circled saying, hey, these guys have beat us up a little bit. they can't wait to have us come back down next Friday night.
But the one thing about Marion Hardy you're going to know is they're going to have athletes. Head coach Scott Valentine talked to us about that. And
yes.
You don't need to be a wizard to realize that when you watch Marion show up on the game, in the contest, they're good. And they're athletic. It's just, do they get the pieces put around some of those athletes, offensive line, defensive line, etc. Victorious are your Ashland Arrows tonight with a victory over Bay High School, 28-7. Arrows with a dominating, dare I say it, Tony, performance over Bay tonight, offensively, defensively, etc. It's been absolutely fantastic. We're going to take a really short timeout. Come on back here in the Janney postgame show right after this.
Simonson Construction is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics, the most trusted and efficient construction company in the region. With a long history of doing things the right way from concept to completion, Simonson Construction solves all your construction needs for commercial and public projects. A truly local company providing award-winning comprehensive design-build services since 1974. For more information, scan the QR code or go to simonsonconstruction.com. Come visit the South Street Grill in downtown Ashland, the official watch location every Friday night during the Arrows football season. You can catch all the action in the bar area on the big screens. Elevated casual dining in downtown Ashland, steaks, seafood, hand-patted burgers, vegetarian options, salads, and a huge kids menu. Something for everyone in a completely renovated, historic building. South Street Grill, your home for Arrows football.
Welcome back to Bay High School, where your Ashland Arrows are victorious 28-7 over the Bay High School Rockets, and a great start to the campaign, Tony Van Dyne. Let's get a quick look at the stat recap. Post-game stat recaps brought to you by Spring Smith, your hometown insurance destination and leader for well over 50 years.
We'll talk about offense first. 195 team rushing yards led by Liam Hubacher. First-time quarterback goes for 120 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. 13 of 21 was Hubacher for 151 yards. Favorite target of the night, Killian O'Brien. 9 targets, 7 touches, 100 receiving yards, and of course the 1 touchdown. Another touchdown added by Grayson Baith, caught by sophomore Carson Graber. And Chris, yeah, the defense, gosh, when you take away the numbers from sacks and Patrick Cleary getting tackled for a loss, Ryan Stackhouse is going to find out that their rushing defense gave up -10 yards. Jeez. It was just really the passing game where they found a little bit of success. 14 of 23, 200 yards, but it was the turnovers that Stackhouse is going to be most excited about. All of them coming in the first half. 2 interceptions, Patrick Cleary throwing a fumble that ended a drive from senior captain Jack McAmin, and Ashland cruises on to a 28-7 victory here in week 1.
Stat recap all season long in the postgame show brought to us by Spring Smith. You're joining us on the Janney postgame show. Check out Rich Sturry in Mansfield and Janney.com for all of your financial needs. AC, you're down on the sideline awaiting Coach Valentine and several players who you're going to talk with. Give me your thoughts on today's game.
I'm very impressed. Now, we talked about it in the preview show. We talked about it in our pregame show today. A lot of new faces, a lot of new guys under the Friday night lights. These guys might have played when we were up big in the 2 years prior to this one, but they stepped up big time. A dominant victory for the Arrows in week 1. You got to be happy with this one, but it's time to move on to the next one after we wrap this up.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get a quick look at some of these touchdowns and how they happened. Baith in the first quarter goes for a 21-yard reception. Then it was KOB for a 25-yard reception. Liam Hubacher, 1-yard touchdown run. And then Bay was able to get on the board with a 5-yard touchdown reception by Sedovic. And then finally, Liam Hubacher with a 9-yard touchdown run as well. AC is waiting for head coach Scott Valentine. He's got several Ashland Arrows down there that he's going to talk to, and AC looking for head coach Valentine, and he's got him. AC, down to you, buddy.
Coach Valentine, we talked about in our preview show, a lot of new faces playing under the Friday night lights when it matters for the first time. You guys come out here with a 28-7 victory in week 1. What's going on through the mind right now? A lot of new faces, new guys. How'd you feel the team did tonight?
Well, I just think that we knew coming out we're going to have some things early. And I thought we went in at half, we settled down a little bit and focused on the fundamentals we needed to, and came out and had a great second half.
And I think a big part of the success tonight was the work of both the offensive and defensive lines. I don't know if you know this, -10 rushing yards tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. And again, we talked all year about team defense, or all preseason, about team defense and team offense. And I thought we did a good job on both sides of the ball.
And I asked you before the game, Liam Hubacher's first game under center, over 100 rushing yards tonight. How impressed were you with his performance?
Well, I think he had a great game, especially with the broken nose after he got his nose broken. I think it's broken. We'll see. But, I think he came back in. It was a matter of him settling down a little bit. I mean, like anything, your first game like that, and then he settled down and settled into the game.
And nice to know you send your backup quarterback in there, and he throws a passing touchdown. Both of your quarterbacks were playing defense. Again, 3 turnovers from your defense tonight. How impressed overall with the performance of the defense were you?
Oh, great. Our defensive staff did a great job game planning for these guys, and then our kids went out and executed it.
Thanks. Congrats, Coach V. That's one. All right, we got an order here, Chris. You know they like to do this. We got some new faces. We got some old faces. I'm going to let them send. Who's going first?
I got it.
Grayson Baith, returning from injury after the end of last season. I know we talked in the preview show you were hungry to get back out on the field. Before we talk about anything tonight, how'd you feel getting back on the turf?
It felt amazing because the process felt so long. It took forever getting back into things, so it just felt nice being able to compete again and just put on a show for everyone.
How'd you feel about your offensive line tonight?
Oh, it was amazing. I loved it. Honestly, everyone thought our O-line wasn't going to be good, but it's as good as last year. It's looking really good for us.
Confident answer there from Grayson Baith. Grayson, obviously your defense did a great job of getting you guys back on the field, but really the offense moved the ball well tonight for the entire game.
Yeah, our defense did amazing. They kept us steady because they had 3 turnovers first half, I think. So they did really good for us.
All right, that's Grayson Baith. He's back, senior season. Good work, man. All right, KOB. We got one tonight. All right, we got 1 touchdown. How are you feeling after the week 1 win?
I mean, I'm really happy. Great team win. With personally, like how I feel about myself, far from satisfied, far from where I want to be. I feel like I underperformed from or what I expected myself to do. But overall, like I'm happy because team got to win. That's all that matters. It's a great team win.
Talk about Liam. Obviously, we know what we had last year. We know what we had the year before. You got a different guy throwing you the ball. How impressed were you with the junior's performance under center tonight?
I was really impressed. I mean, I love that kid, and I feel like he really rose to the occasion, broke his nose, scored 3 touchdowns after he broke his nose, and he got that dog in him.
That speaks to the heart of these guys. Killian, a great defensive performance. You were a part of that. 3 takeaways, -10 rushing yards. How'd you guys feel at the locker room, or in the locker room after 3 takeaways before halftime?
Defensively, we just couldn't let the fact that they had 0 points get to us. We had to keep our foot on the throats. We can't let up just because they have 0 points. We still have a whole half to play. We just went out there with the 0-0 mindset and just kept playing defense.
All right, Kalen, great start. Week 1 win. On to next week.
Thank you.
All right.
Truax Printing Player of the Game right here, AC.
Yes, sir. We got the Truax Printing Player of the Game. Player of the Game delivered to you by Truax Printing, your full-service commercial printing source in Ashland and Loudonville. TruaxPrinting.com. I don't know if you heard him, but Killian O'Brien just said you got that dog in you.
I'd like to say so, yeah.
Yeah. Liam obviously had a little thing go on with the nose there. Carson went in and threw a touchdown. Obviously, that was nice to get a score while you were on the sidelines, but then you come back in. You rushed for over 100 yards, multiple scores. How did you feel under center for the first time tonight?
Under center felt good. I mean, I'm obviously not used to doing it that much, but just it's a run play for me, so I like it a lot.
I know what quarterbacks do with their offensive line. How happy were you with your offensive line tonight?
I'm really proud of our offensive line tonight. So I was skeptical coming in out of the scrimmages and stuff, but they performed really well tonight. I'm really proud of them.
Liam, you also played defense. What was your thought on the defensive performance?
Defense for me tonight, it was a little bit off. I mean, I didn't play very much. I think I played 3 drives maybe. So I was a little bit off. Just didn't warm up on defense.
All righty, that's your Truax Printing Player of the Game, Liam Hubacher. First start under center, first win as a varsity quarterback. Congrats, Liam. All right, this is a guy that we've been talking about all show, all game tonight. Landon Cook, we had an injury last season, all right, that sidelined you for a while. You come back in the playoffs, have a standout game against Mount Vernon. Now it's your senior year. You missed some time last year. You're back on the turf this year. You had a stellar defensive performance tonight.
Yeah, it's great to be back. I love playing with these guys, and I'm glad how I performed and how our defense performed and pulled through, almost shutting them out, but it was great to be back.
One of the big things we were talking about during the game tonight was your unselfishness, all right? You're not out there like, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. Obviously, you want the ball. If you get the ball, you want the ball. But you do a great job with run plays and blocking for your guys downfield. In fact, there was one where Grayson got an extra 10 yards because you were blocking downfield. So what's your mindset?
Coaches always say that the two biggest things about football is blocking and tackling. If you can't do those two, you can't play. So my number one thing on offense is to worry about my blocking over anything else of getting the ball, because if I block, I'll help my team out, and we can score like we did tonight.
All right, Landon, congrats on the win. Good start to the year. All right, we got a new one, guys. We got the Big Land Home Improvement and Property Maintenance. This is the big hit of the week. We got Bryden Bolin. You know, you didn't get a lot of RC time last year, maybe some time when we were up big. But you were finally starting tonight. You had a big hit early in the game that set the tone. What was going through your head in your first varsity start?
You know, I was just trying to apply the pressure. I knew their up front wasn't very good, so it was much pressure, give the quarterback no time to throw, and that's what we did.
And I've been asking a lot of guys, a lot of pressure for Liam Hubacher tonight at quarterback. How did you feel like he performed?
I think he did great with what he did. I think he played phenomenal. I mean, I grew up with him playing, and he's always done this stuff. He'll figure it out.
All right, thoughts going into next week?
I think we're going to win that bell. I think that's all we need to worry about.
All right, that's Bryden Bolin. They want the bell back. Chris, I'm trying to find Hudson down here.
Well, you got a couple responsibilities, AC, and finding the little man. The biggest, littlest Arrow fan in all the land is one of them. All right, Tony. Truex Printing Player of the Game, Liam Hubacher, had himself quite a memorable first start here for Ashland.
Yeah, kind of tough on himself, I think, you know, wanting to play a little bit better on defense, but 120 rushing yards and 151 passing yards, finding the end zone 2 times. He's not going to complain about it once he watches the film.
No, I mean, we talked about his stats. Hubacher's 13-21 for 151 and 2, and then on the ground he goes for 120 yards on 16 attempts, 7.5
per carry.
A tote. That's pretty amazing. We watched number 10 do that the last couple years. You can click him off at that point. That's pretty amazing, and we'll see. Next week, we head to Marion Harding.
We do.
We will be in search of the victory bell returning back to Ashland. But before we talk about that and preview that one, play of the game, courtesy of Comfort Control. Tony selected the Carson Graber touchdown pass, 21 yards to Grayson Baith, our first score of the season. Hubacher goes out, has the noses we talked about, and Graber says, okay, I'm up. Boom.
Yeah, I think it's incredible that as a young sophomore backup quarterback takes the opportunity to connect with a guy who got knocked out, you know, last season. Both of them get a first varsity touchdown early on. Play of the game. Congratulations to both of them.
Turning point of the game brought to us by Bo Lacey Construction. What say you, Tony Van Dyne?
25-yard touchdown pass from William Hubacher to Killian O'Brien in the third quarter. Opened up the game. Went from a 7-0 game to a 14-0 game. That allowed Ashland to continue to have some motivation. Went to a 20-0 game, and from that point on, it was just kind of some semantics of the fourth quarter, exchanging fourth quarter touchdowns.
Our thanks to Truax Printing for bringing us Liam Hubacher, also known as the player of the game. Tony, you look ahead to next week.
Yep.
We're going down to Marion Harding.
Yep.
Your forecast, the Big Land Home Improvement, kind of look ahead, if you will, into next week.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be to continue to find the identity of the team. You know, to take away the things that the offensive line did well. Obviously, hope that some of the guys that kind of got banged up a little bit can recover well over the weekend and can come back ready to go. I think defensively, even though the numbers look great, I think they can continue to learn to wrap up and to tackle and have a new challenge against the Presidents next week. So enjoy it tonight, watch some film tomorrow, and then get back to work as they go back to school.
And that's the one thing that I think is super important, and you hit on it, and it's super important, and Coach Valentine says it all the time. I would say, hey, what do you think about next week? I don't care about next week. Basically, we're going to enjoy tonight. The bus ride back home, or we're going to celebrate this one, and we'll get back and ready to go tomorrow. But tonight's about tonight.
Enjoy it. There are things to learn. We'll do that tomorrow, and then we'll get better for next week.
Thanks to Aiden Chandler down on the Bo Lacey sidelines. Tony Van Dyne, my broadcast partner. Thanks to the cameraman, Steve Paramore, IT guys, Garth Boyd, Brandon Gunder, and Connor Bixler. I'm Chris Mowry. We'll see you next week live from Marion Harding. Until then, go Arrows.